Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect?
Welcome to the east side. We don't wait for doors of opportunity, we just wait on when we gotta kick them in. Decatur, Georgia, or a den of thieves. Hidden leads just to feed the village. Hidden leads make them feel like ninjas. Niggas always keep the metal tucked till you run up, get your face cut. Got your brookins on the back end. Know too many niggas trapped. They be stuck in genjutsu. They see the world from a different view. Shadow clones cause they silhouettes. Hard to point out when they robbing you. You never know what be inside of you. You never know who you be talking to. Till it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Black as shadows in the nighttime. They don't wait on nothing but the right time. Here it come around the corner. Shots fired, that's a nigga down. Sad, but this is normal around this town. I've been crying for my niggas found. I've been praying for my niggas down. Always looking for some progress. Try a nigga, he gon' regress. Locked and loaded that nigga ready. Turn your brains into red spaghetti. I be looking for God here. Hopefully see that I'm trying here. Save my niggas cause they really lost. Tell that my niggas before you write them off.
They say, Vic, don't you move on that side, boy. Both the crime rate and junkies stay high, boy. Scary niggas, they ain't see my vision and they see it, they want them to convoy. Stop by the corner store, know that it's kissing. Then let them watch when those punk ass for a bag of chip shot with the water. But no, they got size, I don't need no patchouli. I just want water. Star bitch with my brothers like Pops and Earl. We gon' turn Keller Road right into a Melrose. I might turn Wesley Cat to a motherfucking church. And they got my people and teach them their worth. I don't need no appraiser, I'm no window birth for my property. They just sold out the cab, always a lot in the world, and I'm winning it all like construction on this side. I'm taking my time, now it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Up as fuck, no, I'm writing rhymes. Late night, now the early morning, like an alchemist, I'm turning into something. Shots fired, that's a nigga down. Sad, but it's normal around this town. Cause I'm calling, say you beat the charge. He can't wait to come back around. Other cousin Carly, I'm stout. Say he heard prices, we back up. I confirm they gassed up. Told him chill, though, cause we next up. People be looking for God here. My job is to teach them look in themselves. Say my niggas cause they really lost. Spitting for the ones they breaking off.
Who did you expect?
The Super Bowl. Niggas so thirsty, they put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song where I be. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG. Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started the league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connected no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, this shit like a prison escape. Everybody stepping, we fucking, and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture, blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. Spray this whole shit up, the crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Cold's automatic when aiming them. With the boy in the status of stadium. Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send they verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had been from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl.
that girl on her phone, G. Never paid attention to the room or the homie. She just missed another opportunity, And I know that she lonely with no company, She so busy reading text, she ain't even read the room, yeah. Always sending texts like I just want myself a little boo, yeah. I think I just went stupid, hit by Cupid. The arrow hit my heart, I hope she noticed, gotta read the room, yeah. Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room. Trying to talk to you was honestly so fucking strange. Trying to find a way that drove my brain to be deranged. I would've never thought I'd have this kind of issue. I couldn't connect with you inside of the same room. I know you feel me, at least I think you do. It's hard to tell, I cannot read the room. You seem to be unfazed, that's what you supposed to do. You seem so confused, baby, why won't you learn to read the room? I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room.
I'll show you how to read the room, baby. Say you faded off that drink, I hit the road and zoom, baby. Project nigga section 8, I never had a spoon, baby. She says it's rated, this movie coming soon, baby. No, I ain't worried about your boyfriend, he ain't like that. See me, it's on sight about that pussy, he gon' fight back. He gon' risk his life, I beat him up like go down my path. But your bitch won't be, so it ain't my fault that you tried that. Oh yeah.
Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I can tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Yeah, everybody think it's a game. Boy, I ain't playing no games. No, boy, I ain't playing no games. Yeah, don't nobody know about the late night, early mornings with no sleep. Don't nobody know about the low time we ain't really had nothing to eat. Don't nobody know about the time we had to ride around without tank on E. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know about the grind that it took. Don't nobody know how many times we put ourselves out there and got overlooked. Don't nobody know our pockets was low. Don't nobody know they think what they know. Don't nobody got love for a man, especially when a man hitting it low. Everybody got words of wisdom. Who putting in the work though? Everybody wanna get a trophy, but you ain't make it to the ship though. Better stick to your sailboat. I know you love to ride away. I see you really love to follow. Trendsetters over here though. Whoa, everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get played. 2K, pat me the pressure, I handle the rock. Stay on the ground till I shoot to the top. Harder than lava, I fire the op. Stay back and shoot, my heart is your heart. I don't miss nothing, my shot can't get blocked. Bust in my face like I'm Curry on God. My mentality, win at all costs. Snakes in that grad, had to cut a few off. Keep my head low, my focus is people. The confidence is key, don't let haters get to you. Critics always wanna say something negative. I can't mind them, I know that I'm better than them. I just know I got that grind for my team. Take the title on me, be MVP. Once I do, I'ma show I'm the king. Finger to the left, so quiet my demons. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to to another edition of the Aaron O Show. I apologize for the delay. I was going to cancel the show, but I said, why not just chill for a minute and hang out with my people, right? Crazy day at work, unfortunately for me. Pushed everything back, but that's life when you have to work. Dang, the have to is probably not the best word. That's life when you are a working individual, all right? So we was probably supposed to start like 45 minutes ago, but we here now. Right? And I'm not gonna hold y'all here long. We're gonna get straight to the show. We're gonna cover two things. Madame Noire, whoever she is, and another episode of Love Don't Judge. Okay, I'm really liking that right now. So I'm having fun with it. That's what we're gonna do today. And then I have just a quick question for you guys. But of course, where are my manners? I cannot forget the people that are constant supporters of the show. Jack be nimble. Okay, Jack was a sponsor of the last show. Salute to Jack. He's been a sponsor of a bunch of shows, so I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for supporting your boy here over on the Aaron O Show. Now, April said, Spence, what up? Matt, what up? Yeah, hey, Matt, it's hard to find me in these YouTube streets. I know you trying to catch me slipping. You ain't going to catch me. I know you trying to catch me slipping, Matt, but it ain't going to happen, all right? Let me get these lights off of me a little bit. Now, hopefully everybody's in a good, phenomenal mood. It's Monday, back to the grind day for most people. Some of us work almost every single day, so it really ain't no back to the grind. But this is what we're going to do. First things first, let me say this. Black Dawn. I actually did not know Black Dawn does videos now, so so I went to his channel today for a little bit. I couldn't stay the whole show. Fred, what up? But I went there, and something interesting happened. Keisha was on the show, and they were having a back and forth about places where women can go into space, right? And I missed a lot of the context, so if y'all was there, excuse the kid. I missed some things, right? But she was talking about where can women in this space go to if they're not pick-me's or married, right? And I was like, dang. Cheeky was on a stream. G-Ville was on a stream. And Black Dawn was there with Keisha, right? So I only could peek in for a little bit because I don't have the luxury like everybody else, right? So I peek in for a little bit, back to work, grinding. So I'm listening in. And Keisha says there's I wouldn't say safe space, but there's not a space where you can have genuine conversations with women and men. And I kind of took that a little offensive, but I have to respect her perspective, right? I just personally disagree. Now, I know she said something about Fatty's show, and they were telling her he got shows designed uniquely just for the women now. I know Sunday he do it, and one other day during the week that I know he does it. I don't remember which day it is, but I know he does at least 2 shows where it's created around like women and their perspective in creating a positive dialogue or at least a honest conversation, right? Now, hey, Cece. Now I'm thinking to myself, I've always, in my opinion, had a space where women can have fair conversations, honest dialogue, and a genuine conversation. Whether or not you can convey your point well enough or it actually you come from a genuine perspective is different, because y'all been on this show. I've had all different type of ladies. I've conversed with all of them in all different atmospheres. Angry women, quiet, soft-spoken, shy women, manipulative women. I've gotten them all, right? And I think I come to the conversations in good faith. And so when Keisha said there's no place that you can go to have these conversations, I was like, that's crazy. She's actually been on my show a couple times. I think that people confuse agreeing with you as a point of whether it's good faith. Just because we have a good faith conversation does not mean we're going to agree. Like, let's just be honest. And to be serious, most of the women that I see get on these panels are not interested in good faith conversations. I could be wrong, but you tell me. The women that typically come up for conversations are not typically good faith conversations. They are coming up to combat things, to try to present their own narratives and perspectives. I don't find it often to be them in a good faith conversation. I've had conversations with a bunch of them. Y'all was here. Y'all saw a lot of women get caught up in their lies for their desire to make men look bad. And they get caught up because they find out to be super hypocritical, extremely one-sided, not really fair in their assessments. So I don't really see the men as being unfair in their conversations. I typically see the women doing that. That's just my opinion. Now, that doesn't prevent me from going into conversations with a good faith argument and also willing to listen to other perspectives. Do I think that the men are always right? No. It just depends on which man it is. Now, if it's me, I'm probably going to be right most of the time. But a lot of the times, I'm not focused on being right. I'm focused on listening. I'm focused on listening. It's not about always being right because I'm not a woman. I was born in a man's body with a man's brain with the ability to see the world as a man and using unique experiences and my ability to see the world in the way in which my brain works and does. I've used that to my advantage, and it's also to my disadvantage, right? So women bring their perspective that men cannot share with them unless you've did one of those transformations, move from your body to a woman's body. Happens. Especially in California, in the Bay Area where I'm from. So it is what it is. But I don't find that to be pretty fair. So I'm always interested in what the ladies' experience is. Ladies, do you find it very difficult to have genuine conversation? I don't get it. So I just heard that conversation. I was like, dang, Keisha, how you going to do me like that? Keisha, the least Keisha could have done is said, you know what? Aaron is one of my favorites. If I go to him, now we're going to have a little fun. It'll be back and forth banter, but he's going to be genuinely interested in the conversation and give fair perspectives and insight on both from her side and my side. But she didn't do that. She really made it seem like there's absolutely nowhere in the space that women can go to have genuine conversations. I disagree. I don't know how we can rectify that sentiment around women getting genuine conversations, but in my opinion, I think they do. So that's the goal. The goal is to keep pushing forward in that path. Now, my thing is this: I'm not going to go easy on you. I'm not going to let you downplay men with. Especially if you're going to brush men in like a vacuum, men, I'm going to challenge that. And if your responses are consistent and fair and clear, I will have to accept that, right? I have no problem accepting if I'm wrong. I have no problem accepting a perspective that I don't understand. Prime example. I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. Do you guys see me fighting every day trying to figure out if someone says the chicken came first, then I say, all right. Someone says the egg came first, I say, all right. I don't battle over small things that I can't actually know because I really don't know. I let stuff like that go. So, ladies, we have to really, really, really change this narrative, okay? Ladies, when you get on the panels, share your perspective. You don't have to be scared. A lot of these guys is pretty nice because otherwise, I don't know why you would pop up. But I just thought that was kind of interesting. So Whose channel? That was on Black Don's channel. Black Don and Keisha was having a conversation. Well, she was talking to Cheeky and Granville. Black Don was kind of moderating, I guess. But she said that. I had a girl on my show. Do y'all remember that girl named Ty? Ty came from the Queen Makers camp, okay? I cleared the whole show. We had a one-on-one conversation. I don't remember what show I did, but it's probably titled something like that. You guys can go back and watch the show. Watch how genuine interested I am, how I listen, how fair that I am. And I've been rather consistent all the way around the board. No matter where I go, I'm pretty fair. So, Keisha, we got to change that narrative that you believe there's nowhere you can go to have genuine conversations with men in this space, because you give off the implication that men do not like women, and that it couldn't be farther from the truth. Men love women to a fault, but we don't necessarily like the things that they say about us, just as y'all don't necessarily like the things we say about y'all. So the only thing we can do is prove you wrong, or you prove us wrong, and go from there. All right. I don't know if you guys remember that stream, but yeah, I had a stream with Ty, Queen Makers. I called her, like, I don't remember what I called her. Prodigy. She was all super protective of the Queen Maker. Queen Maker had came on my show. I didn't get a chance to talk with her because Angry Man pulled up, and they have prior history. Okay. Angry Man knows the Queen Maker. And so somehow that atmosphere got a little turned up, and, you know, she left, and it is what it is. Right. But her protege came on a couple shows, and we had a good time. I think she did a little bit of trolling. I think she is relatively intelligent, but I think that when she surrounds herself around certain type of men, because her intelligence exceeds theirs, she thinks she's probably smarter than all men, or at least a large majority of men. And what she's going to find out is that's not the case. So y'all can go back and watch that show, and you can watch the whole breakdown. Okay. I cleared the whole desk. I threw everybody off the show. Watch out. Boom. So it is what it is. What we're going to do today, we're going to have a chill show, because I didn't have a lot of time to really, I pretty much just gradually go throughout the show and just put it together. But I had literally no time from getting through the door to press and play on the stream any really time. So we're just going to have a chill stream. I'm going to review Miss MADAMENOIRE, okay? Right? Because she put down a part 2 of Listen to Black Women, or something like that. And then I have another visit, and I'm trying to do the stuff that people ain't really touching on in this space and things like that. And and have a little fun and let everybody do what they do. All right. So that's what we're going to do. MADAMENOIRE and Love Don't Judge. Okay. That's what we're going to touch on today. Okay. Shout out to my people. Shout out to Grizz. Says, and I'm the sponsor of the show now. Who going to do something about it? Okay. I ain't mad at that. Oh, whoa. Oh, my bro Spence said, Aaron, you might need more water. New sponsor here. Thank you, my brother. I actually only got like 2 bottles of water for this show. So y'all know my rules. If I run out of water, we can't go no farther. And my bro Grizz says, nah, put a 50 on it. Don't disrespect me like that, big dog. Dang. Now, guys, settle down. Both of y'all big dogs around here, don't settle down, okay? We don't need to have no battle about who the big dog is, all right? Don't do it. I don't want to be in the middle of this. I don't want to see who's going to win this battle. Let me see here. All right, let me pull this up. But I'm in a real good mood. Lauren Mack has been trolling me all day. She's been trolling me all day. So I ain't forgot about her. I'm expecting her to pull up on the show. Okay? Since she wants to troll me all throughout the night. All day straight trolling, okay? Shout out to Lauren Mack. She says, hi, bestie. I don't know. So you going to troll me here too? Okay, trolling in chat, troll me everywhere. First, before we get on with the show, I want to say I'm very saddened today, guys. I'm a little sad today. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I am sad. And let me tell y'all why I'm a little sad. As most of you know, I'm not a huge sports fan, but I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, big time Eagles fan. And our all-pro center just announced retirement. Devastating blow to the team. I don't know how we're going to replace him. I've been in a lot of pain for that. We've been spoiled with his greatness. And so that hurts. But I'm glad he gets to be at home with his family. Man, he's put in a lot of work. He's changed the game in Philly. He brought us a Super Bowl. I just really, really like that guy. Very different from his brother Travis, but shout out to Jason Kelce, man. Enjoy your retirement, brother. And if we can talk you out of it, retirement, we're going to talk you out of it, okay? Oh, man. Shout out to my bro, Spence. He says, because we family, I got you. My guy.
Gang.
Yeah, that's why I say, just leave it alone, Grizz. Don't do it. Don't get in it back and forth today. We chilling. Life is good. Don't do no back and forth. Don't y'all do it today. Let me see here. All righty. Okay. Now, before we get into the show, I have maybe like 2 Instagram reels I'm going to play out for you guys. And then we'll get into MADAMENOIRE or whatever her name is. I can't never say her name right, but can somebody say her name for me? I can't say it. And I really don't know what it is. We're going to get to the show, though. And I got a couple IGs that I want to look over here. And the very, very first one I want to look over, no, not that one. It's this one. It is very much this one, okay? Now, this is why it's interesting to me. And shout out to my bro, Spence. Spence, the sponsor of the show. Shout out to my guy. Now, this one really, really stuck out with me, and I'm going to show y'all why, right? Take a look. It's in the book, okay? Now, I kind of want to adjust that a little bit. There we go. Now, I'm going to play the video. I'm going to let y'all make your own decision. But in this video, they all buddy. I kind of actually like, I like the color. That's a nice color on her. But listen what she got to say.
How long have you guys been together?
Only a year. Situationship, but
Now, if you say you only been together for 1 year and you call it a situationship, do you actually count the time? I'm just curious. If it's a situationship, are you calculating the times the situationship started? So if y'all met in January and y'all not really officially together and it's just on and off or whatever the case is, and y'all still know each other 9 months later, do y'all say that's a 9-month situationship? Are we documenting everything? That part kind of threw me off. Now, I don't document situationships. That stuff is weird. So I'm not keeping track of that. But she is. She is keeping track of this. Y'all got to hear this, man. Y'all got to hear this.
How long have you guys been together?
only a year. Situationship, but it's been a year.
Why is it a situationship? Why isn't he your man?
You tell me.
Because I'm younger than her. By how much?
Barely a few months.
What was the longest break you guys ever had?
You started it. You started the break.
8 months.
Now, they had a situationship and an 8-month break. Y'all known each other for like a year, 8 months of a break. I will say, she look all right to me. She look all right to me. Seemed cool. He seemed happy. So we not here to judge. We just here to listen. Listen to the key part.
8 months?
8 months.
All right, be honest. You smash another bitch in that 8 months?
No, I was kind of down bad.
Fucking lie.
It's like Sarah, like every other month, bro. Like I was kind of like, hey, how you doing?
Did you smash another nigga in that 8 months?
Yes.
How you feel about that?
Because I know him.
Did y'all hear what I just heard? Did y'all hear what I just heard? I know. I know. He said he was down bad when she wanted to break up with him. He was down bad, texting every other month. She was ignoring him. They asked him, "Did you smash another chick on y'all break?" Nah, man, I didn't do that. Nah. Asked the chick, "Did you smash another ninja on your break?" Yes. And she said it. What happened to the days when women lied? I'm not saying that you should lie, but didn't they used to lie about this? Didn't they used to lie? They were like, nah, I didn't. She said yes. Man, oh man, oh man. Wouldn't be no more situationship for me.
Sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
I know who it is.
She said, I'm sorry. That's never worked for me. I don't know no woman that smashed somebody I know, came back to me and said, I'm sorry. No, I think I'm done. I absolutely think I'm done, y'all. Are y'all done? If a girl that you had a situationship on and off, whatever you want to call it, if she smashed somebody you know, are y'all done? Because I think I'm pretty much kind of done, since it makes it seem like because he said she broke up with him so she can go do her little dirt and then get back with him. If you gonna do your dirt because you still want to be fast in these streets, I ain't mad at it, but you can't pick the homie. You can't pick somebody he know. You supposed to go to another state, go out of town, fly to another country, whatever you got to do so that you don't bring back no evidence. And the best you could say is, I'm sorry.
This,
Bruh.
but who she with right now?
Bruh. How long have you guys been?
Wow. You heard what he said, but look who she with right now. Bro, just hold that L, player. Just hold that L, player. Man, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing, y'all. I'm sorry. Dang, that's embarrassing. These are the type of guys y'all like. Couldn't be me, player. Could not be me. All right. Let me see here. Let me get to another. This one. Okay. This one I can't play the audio. It's just music in the background, really, anyway. But 11 years ago, she came to my apartment for the first time, and she cleaned my apartment. So apparently, he had a long distance relationship. And the very first time she came to his apartment, she started cleaning immediately. And shortly after that, she got pregnant. They got married and a bunch of kids later. Now, let me just tell y'all, I went to the comment section. Women were saying she was pathetic, embarrassing. How dare you do wifely duties on girlfriend rates? Somebody in the chat said sometimes you have to show that you're a wife to become a wife. And then the author pinned that at the top, right? Most of these, I'm laughing. I'm like, dang. Do you realize what happens is this? Let me tell y'all. If a man on the first date takes the chick to a 5-star restaurant, right? We say he raised the standard, right? Oh, he raised the standard, 5-star restaurant. But if a woman, the very first time she goes to her, because they long distance, the very first time she meets him pretty much in person, goes to his apartment, she immediately goes, let me clean up, let me take care of this. She said, I'm going to immediately show some value to you because I want you to know I'm in your life. This is what's going to happen. a lot of women like to lie and say, if you do that kind of stuff, then what's going to make him take you serious? Well, they got married and she got a kid or two. So, ladies, that's the standard. You get you a man, immediately get to work, immediately get to cleaning, immediately fix that bed, all the kind of stuff. People was in there talking about why didn't he clean the apartment before you got there? Because sometimes she could probably clean better, or she messed it up just to clean it again because she like, that's what I do. But the amount of comments there that was jealous of her, talked down on her because they wouldn't do what she did. They talked down on her. They was because, Ali, what up? Because she decided to clean. She decided to clean the home. If a woman is clean, ladies, let me just tell you something. If you're a clean woman and you have a man, whether it's long distance, y'all just met, you're going to clean no matter where you at. I don't know no clean women that be somewhere where something is out of place and be like, nah, I ain't going to clean that. Clean women clean. It makes them uncomfortable seeing messy stuff, things out of place. They're going to get to work. And also, I hate to tell y'all this. If the test was, think about this. If the biggest test was, I want to see some value in this woman when I meet her, and this was a test, she won. If that was a test, that show me something different. Show me why you different from other women. Immediately going to cleaning up his house. Well, that'll put you ahead of all the women that say that's beneath them. That'll put you ahead of all the women that think that the man that they want is not valuable enough to do something that you either normally would do or you normally don't do. If the man you want is that valuable, you should get to jumping and doing. But ladies, you'll learn that on your own. You will learn that kind of stuff on your own. Now we're going to get a little, just a little bit dangerous. Just a little bit dangerous now. Just a little bit dangerous, guys. Shout out to my bro Grizz. He says, brothers can't get a sandwich in a made bed. Oh my. He did. He did. And he said, we get married and we having children. And she happy. Look at this video, y'all. She's happy. Not a bad looking woman. She's happy. And women in the comment section going crazy, y'all. You know what? Here. If y'all don't believe me, the very first comment says, do not do this. Never do wife duties before they make you a wife. Y'all think I'm joking? I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link. Y'all can go through and read those comments and see the jealousy of women. At the end of the day, she got it. Y'all sitting there thinking y'all being so prideful of not doing what could be in your best interest. And let me just tell y'all the truth. Ladies, if you clean up for a guy with the hopes that he may appreciate it or marry you, you don't lose if he don't. Oh, I just cleaned up his whole house for nothing. You still win. It's still a win for you. It's still a win. Because you didn't do it because of him. You did it because of who you are. You think, do you want a man that's just being themselves, that just normally, I take care of my woman, this, that? Or do you want a man that don't never take care of no women, meet you and be like, I'll do it just for you? You think that's normal? You think men just random? It's either who they are or they're not. So I'm sorry. Y'all better learn. Y'all best learn. All right, now let's get a little bit of. I found this one very interesting. I want you guys to listen closely. Give me your thoughts, but be careful. Give me your thoughts, but be careful here, okay? Because I really don't know what to think about this. You tell me.
Pardon?
Can you do a roast?
You want me to do a roast?
Yeah.
Can I just remind you of something? I gave birth 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago, and you came out of the hospital straight away. You've been sitting around all this time, so you can make a roast.
To send me home to get rest at home.
Yeah, But you've been doing nothing but resting. Look at all these cups of tea for a start. I mean, look, I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm sorry that I need caffeine to keep going with a newborn baby.
Yeah, and it's not easy for me either. Right, I didn't give birth. No, but I'm not sleeping like you, so I'm knackered. You're awake. So my mum and dad are coming, and you know what they're like. They always want a roast. So
They always want a roast, and I've not just given birth 2 days before. You can get up and make it yourself.
Look, you do it much better than I do. We know that. I've tried. It's a waste of time.
Why are you gaslighting me?
I'm not gaslighting you. You always say I'm gaslighting you. I'm not.
You're trying to manipulate me into making a roast
Right.
for your mum and dad because you can't be asked, well, do you know what? I've just cooked for the last 9 months. Your kid.
Yeah. I'll sit with them, with the baby, talk to them. You've got like a couple of hours to
Oh,
yourself.
you sit on your ass with the baby while I'm stood slaving over a hot stove. It doesn't work like that.
Sit on my ass with the baby, so you're saying it's easy then? Yeah. So if that's the case, then you can go in the kitchen then, can't you? What's the problem?
So this woman had a baby 2 days ago. They released her to go home. The guy that's speaking to her is presumptuously her husband, right? His parents, and they obviously from the UK, you can hear the accent. Sharon, what up? So the parents are coming over, and he's saying, yo, when my parents come over, you know, you always make a roast. They're expecting a roast. And she's like, I just had your baby 2 days ago. I'm not making a roast. And he's saying, you can make the roast. Like, you're not tired. I'm looking at you. You can make the roast. And she goes, I'm not making no roast. I'm tired. Like, I just had a baby. I'm not doing it. And then he goes, well, you know, I'll watch after the baby. You just go over the stove and make the roast. And she goes, I'm not been over no hot stove to make no roast after I just made your baby. She said, your baby. That's what women normally do 2 days ago. And she said, you make the roast. I was like, that is kind of true. You probably should make the roast. And he said, I do not make the roast as good as you. And I always mess up. And she goes, stop gaslighting me. At this point, I do not know what gaslighting means. At this point, I'm extremely confused. And that's why I don't use the word. But I will say this. I'm on her side. I'm on her side. As a man, you probably should not be expecting your woman to make a roast 2 days after having children. Tell your parents, don't come over if they're expecting a roast, or they're going to have to get some food somewhere because he tripping. Now, you have to also respect the fact that he may not know. He may not know that how tired she is or what her body would be like because they discharged her from the hospital only after a day or two, right? 2 days, I guess. So he probably thought she's just fine. He don't know. He probably not. Guys don't really know. We just by default go whatever she says. So this one, I'm going to give him a little bit of a break, y'all. I'm going to give him a little bit of a break. But I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, dang, guys really don't know that you can't ask your woman to make you no food 2 days after she have children. Fellas, we got to do better. But that's the UK. They're not Americanos, okay? Now, let me see here. I got 2 more clips, and then we go on to the video. Then we go on to MADAMENOIRE, okay? Then we go on to MADAMENOIRE. Now, listen here, fellas. I just want your thought, okay? Now, like I said, I think he's wrong. He should not be asking her to make no food, but that's their relationship. I don't know how their dynamics work. I don't like the fact that she was recording him. I want to say that, guys. Let me just acknowledge that before we move on. I don't like the fact that she recorded him. That part is, I dislike that heavily. You should not be recording your husband. The husband should not be recording his wife. That part I don't like. So, but maybe she just wanted evidence that he did this to her. So that, because sometimes when you have an argument, as men, we say, all right, tell me what I did. And they go, oh, I can't remember. Maybe she wanted to record it. I don't know, but I don't like that part. Don't record nobody because you don't want that done to you. But either or, I'm on her side for the most part. I think that part of the genuineness goes away when you're recording, right? Because if you're recording somebody, then I start to think you're trying to edge on the conversation. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, a simple conversation that when you're not being recorded, that you would just have, people kind of egg on things and say things like, well, why this or why that? So when you're being recorded without your knowledge, people will try to egg on the conversation to get you to say something that you know wouldn't say or things like that. So I kind of think she was doing that to him, you know, kind of make him say, hey, no, you can do it. You're not tired. So, but because if she wasn't recorded, I don't think it would go that way. Okay, that's point one, right? Now, the lovely Amani. Okay, she is back. Fellas, ladies, Lauren, Max specifically, I want to know your thoughts on this, okay? I want to know your thoughts on this.
I can't date somebody that has social media.
Why?
Unless you're making money off of it, which most men are not. Let's just keep it real. Like most men are not.
Yeah, most people aren't. Making money
why are you on social media?
Okay, so what about the person that looks at social media as like, okay, if you're following like things that inspires you, things to give you ideas. To help
please.
help
the average man isn't following
though.
Inspirational quote pages. I asked my boyfriend to delete his social media.
Was he using to make money?
No, he was not. He just had social media because everybody has a Facebook, everybody has an Instagram, so he just had them. And I was like, there's no reason for you to have them. Go ahead and delete that for me. Go ahead and log off for me.
Did he delete it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He lucky I let him keep his LinkedIn.
Now, I want to ask y'all this. Can your woman check you? Can your woman tell you, hey, delete your social media? Notice how she said it, by the way. She didn't humbly say it. She didn't say it with sincerity. She said it in a boss type tone, in my opinion, right? It seemed like she said it like, yeah, I said it, so you know, go ahead and get rid of that. That's how I interpreted it. From the way in which she said it and then he acquiesced, do you in your mind have a thought on what type of man he is? We don't know, but I'm just wondering. If a woman tell you, yeah, I told him to delete that and he did it, and he lucky I let him keep his link. He lucky I let him keep his LinkedIn. Do you have in your mind an idea of what type of man he may be? This part is disheartening for me. And I'm going to tell you why. If you watch her show, she's has high levels of like feminist terminology and thinking, right? She has that mentality, right? So, man. She just went on her podcast and talked about how she made you do what she told you to do. He didn't make the decision on his own. You made him do it. And you go on your podcast and you kind of gloat about it. Now, I'm not mad at that, but this is just my opinion. When it comes to men, men do a lot of physical protecting, right? You call that mental and all the other stuff. You throw that in there. But women, your job is to protect your man's reputation. That's just the truth. You can look up historically. You can look up how it goes. Your job as a woman is to protect your man's reputation. If you come on a panel and we chopping up and you go, yeah, my man is really soft. He's a weenie. Don't tell the world that your man's soft and a weenie. Don't come on a panel and tell us that. Unfortunately, whether it's true or not, you need to lie about your man and be like, yeah, he's dope. My man is he really one of them, and leave it alone. You ain't got to go into detail, but don't let other men think this about your man. This don't look good. It don't look good. I'm just telling you that.
I could see why a woman would want their man to delete social media. Just because of that, because you know, flesh and temptation is real.
You can get distracted in real life. I don't think that social media brings any more real life distraction than real life. Yeah. I just believe that it's easy to get caught up in a fallacy. Like social media sometimes is your imagination. If you got me in front of you, you don't got to imagine about nothing else. Go ahead and delete that. I can't.
If you got me in front of you, you don't need nothing else to imagine. Wow. She got it. She pulled it off. Y'all can't tell women that they can't get what they want when you got a woman like this getting what she wants. Put some respect on her name. Put some respect on her name. Wow. Put some respect on her name. Okay. I really don't understand this video. All right, so I'm gonna play one video and then we're gonna jump into MADAMENOIRE. I really don't understand this video. So if y'all get it, please. Brown China says I like her. I don't dislike her. I think that because of the type of podcast she does, she's a little select. Like she has to be a little provocative in the way she talks and all that. But if I was her man, which would never happen, right? She wouldn't be talking about me like that. Now no podcast. Absolutely not. But listen, guys, you got to take what you can get, brother. Now this video right here, okay? I don't know what I don't understand what they said the first time I heard it. So you're going to have to give me some insight on this one. So I don't know. I'm gonna play it and you guys give me the insight. I have no idea. Yeah. Shout out to Renee. Renee says she talked down to him and brag. That's a no-no. Oh, that's a violation. Oh no. Oh, that's a violation. This woman here is known to violate. This is what she do on YouTube. This is what she do on Instagram. Her goal is to highlight the powers that women have over men. If you pay attention to what she does, she is somewhat about women empowerment, but it's normally at the detriment of men. But you guys watch her content and y'all can come up with your own perspective. I've seen a bunch of different things. I just don't think you should go on your podcast and talk about how you punked your man into deleting his social media. That's just my opinion. If I was his homie, it'll be a problem. That's all I'm saying. She could have said, I asked my man to delete his social media, and he was like, he don't really need it, so he did it. And I would have kept it at that. She said, listen, I'll play it again because y'all think I'll be making. Listen.
You can't date somebody that has social media.
Why?
Unless you're making money off of it, which most men are not. Let's just keep it real. Like most men are not.
Yeah, most people aren't.
Why are you on social media?
Okay, so what about the person that looks at social media as like, okay, if you're following like things that inspires you, things to give you ideas. To
Please. The average man isn't following inspirational quote pages. I asked my boyfriend to delete.
Now, this is why it's interesting. She said the average man is not following the. She's not supposed to like an average man. She's telling women don't settle. She's telling women do not settle. So imagine this woman saying, ladies, black women, whatever because I think her audience is primarily black women. Ladies, don't settle. Wait till you get the man that you want. Don't take no average man. We want to live an above average lifestyle, etc., etc. She says the average man is not doing these things. Then goes on to talk about her man. He shouldn't be average. He shouldn't be average. That's your man. So why then would you give him why would your demands be based upon what average people do, but put your demands on your man who is probably not average?
Delete his social media.
Was he using to make money?
No, he was not. He just had social media because everybody has a Facebook, everybody has an Instagram, so he just had them. And I was like, there's no reason for you to have them. Go ahead and delete that for me. Go ahead and log off for me.
Did he delete it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He lucky I let him keep his LinkedIn.
Well, I could see why a woman would want their man to delete social media just because.
I don't see why a woman should want her man to delete social media. Men don't get the type of experience on social media that women get. And if he's your man and he's average, the average man is not getting no DMs from no woman on social media. I would tell you almost 99.9% of average men are not getting DMs from women. So unless your man is a exceedingly above average or beyond an average type of man, then why would you restrict him to average man situations? So, here's the thing, Grizz. She can't delete hers because she actually makes money. What she did was this. Sharon, stop lying. These average men are not getting DMs. What she did was, Grizz, she gave the criteria that benefited her, right? She said, you shouldn't have social media unless you're making money on it. So she's making money on her social media. So that restricts the argument to her benefit. Think about that. If she was ever on social media prior to her making money, she wouldn't be able to sell this argument. And he could eventually make money on social media because he's your man. But unfortunately, the selfishness of women will just show. When Chris Brown get with a Karuchi, blow up. Men get with women, they social medias don't get lit. Men don't get to make no money. So instead of saying, hey, we need to get this money together on social media, you know what she told him? I'm the only one to get to be on social media. Fellas. Pick your poison. Pick your poison, all right? Now, this video here, I have no idea. I didn't understand it the first time I heard it, so I'm going to play it for you guys. Please explain to me what it means, because I do not get it. All right, you guys listen, because the first time I heard it is like I was busy doing stuff, so I didn't really catch it. Maybe y'all will get it together.
Who's protecting the children if they have to always be sent away and put into situations where they're gone for hours and hours at a time? Now that's where the sexual assault comes. You know, the children not being protected. Mom doesn't even have time to really stay in tune with her baby. She's in the grind the whole time.
Yeah.
But if men really looked at it like that, like, I'm putting my baby in the wilderness, you know, instead of so focused on, oh, I need help with these bills. Look how it's affecting your seed, your legacy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if a man's doing 50%, now the woman has to do 50% of her job as the woman and then 50% of his job. Now it breaks down to the child also picking up the slack of the mother, now doing 50% of her job and then 50% of the child's job, just going to school and different things like that. And that's why you have a lot of scenarios where the children were actually helping raise, you know, their siblings. And they might be even closer with the sibling versus the mom because the sibling was there more. So who benefits in that scenario? It's the man. He's the only one that's really truly doing 50%. The woman's doing 100. Sometimes 150.
Yeah.
Who's
Now, I don't really understand it very well. I think her premise is this. If men understood the dangers that they put their family in by not providing 100%, then they will provide 100%. That's the premise, I believe. So y'all fighting about paying 50%, but who's going to protect our kids if I have to go out and make money and put them in, I don't know, daycare, et cetera, et cetera. I really don't understand the argument that well because she said, like, look at it like you're sending him out to the wilderness, like to the wild, right? So I kind of, do you have to go to this extreme for you just to get a man that pays all your bills? Now, listen. This is the part that bothers me. All of us men know this. There are men that will pay all your bills, lady. You just gonna have to do what he tell you to do. He the boss. He run things. Why is that so hard to understand? If you got money, so you wouldn't have to depend on no man and to control power, right? You don't then get a man that's gonna pay all the bills and have this power and then concede you power. It just logically doesn't make sense. It just logically doesn't make sense. You still get to pick the type of man that you want or don't pick no man. Ladies, no woman should ever complain about going 50-50 with no man, ever. Because you are the ladies that get to decide if that's something you want to do or not. You have four. The problem is this, and I'm going to say it till the cows come home. You want the man to be the way that you want him to be. Oh, gosh. I think we got some solutions here. Okay, all right. Did you come here to tell me the solutions, brother? But I don't understand what she's saying. maybe you gonna give me the insight. Because I didn't get it.
So what she's saying is that these men, they out here, they just go to work and they come home, they pay 50% of the bill, while the woman, they depend on the woman to go out there work, pay the other 50% of the bills, and then carry on the picking up the child and the cooking up the food and all these other chores, I guess parental chores or spousal chores. The woman got to carry that on as well. So I'm guessing it's a subset of men out there that's only going to work and paying their half of the rent or whatever that 50% is, and that's it. That's what she's talking about.
She said, okay, I'm gonna play it again because I want you to have all the context. I don't want you to throw yourself under the bus today. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Protecting the children if they have to always be sent away.
All right, let's start from the top.
Who's protecting the children if they have to always be sent away and put into situations where they're gone for hours and hours at a time? Now that's where the sexual assault comes. You know, the children not being protected. Mom doesn't even have time to really stay in tune with her baby. She's in the grind the whole time.
Yeah.
But if men really looked at it like that, like, I'm putting my baby in the wilderness, you know, instead of so focused on, oh, I need help with these bills. Look how it's affecting your seed, your legacy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if a man's doing 50%, now the woman has to do 50% of her job as the woman, and then 50% of his job. Now it breaks down to the child also picking up the slack of the mother, now doing 50% of her job, and then 50% of the child's job, just going to school and different things like that. And that's why you have a lot of scenarios where the children were actually helping raise, you know, their siblings, and they might be even closer with the sibling versus the mom because the sibling was there more. So who benefits in that scenario? It's the man. He's the only one that's really truly doing 50%. The woman's doing 100. Sometimes 150.
Yeah.
You still gonna stick with that answer?
I'm just saying that's what she talking about, the subset of. The problem is that the men that she talking about, they not in the abundance. I don't know any of those men. So you know that's my issue. But it is a bunch of men out there clearly that they ain't doing a job as a father. He comes home, he drinks a beer, he play his video game, and saying that he needs to chill out. And so that's why she equate all this extra percentage, because she drop him off at school, she pick him up from school. The kid got a bump on his goddamn head because he out in the wilderness fighting all these goddamn tough ass kids that have been raised by single moms. And so the kids is a little bit more rougher because they taking it out on the kid. Like, oh, you got your mom and your dad? Let me rough him up.
The whole argument is if men understood this, they wouldn't want their woman to work. That's the argument. If we understand that our children are at risk when we put them out to the wilderness and make their mom go out and help with producing, then if they understood this, then they wouldn't want their woman to work. That is the premise. Now that we know that your children could be at risk for this to happen or this to happen, is she right? Is she right that men now that men should know this, they don't think their woman should work?
I think only if he could afford it. Like I think most people are going to have to, their woman's going to have to work. That's just what it is. Most men, that's what they're going to have to deal with. However, I think that sometimes men, they get so caught up with these talking points that they hear, even if it's a street, their uncle or whoever, they get so caught up, they really think that all they gotta do is work and pay the majority of the bills, and they don't have to do anything else at home. Even though I think that shift has changed, because I think the men now, they are more involved in their children's lives. So I think it's changing at the same time.
Now I just gotta know, do those buttons actually work on that shirt? Do you put the buttons on there, or like they just for show? Cause like, is the button supposed to actually button up, or because they never button up? So I'm just trying to figure out, is that how it's designed?
Yeah, it's just that like I'm too sexy for my buttons.
It's a vegan look. Got you. Okay, no problem. I was just checking because hey, I got fashion tips. I'll take them too. All right, so I'll concede this. I have no idea what this woman is talking about. Kids are going to go to school. They're going to be around teachers, protecting them from the wild, wild west. and then saying women doing 150% of the work is just a way to be disrespectful to men. As she would have said, doing 100%. How can you do 150% of the work?
Easy. Well, you could feel like you're doing an extra percentage of the work when you are taking a slack of his parenting skills, when he is not doing what he's supposed to do as a parent. So first of all, he's put his children out in the wilderness because she cannot stay home and homeschool the child. So that's a form of wilderness, she's saying. It's no protection for the kid. The father ain't protection, and the mother can't protect. And then also when they both gone out to work, not only she's not able to do 100% of her motherly duty, because now she got to depend on one of the other children to help her out with the goddamn child as well, because the father's not doing so. So now she is also out. So I don't understand how she get 150 when she says she's using another kid to help her out. So I don't know where she get her 150 from. However, but she's also using the other siblings to help her with the smaller children as well, is what she's saying.
Yeah, she said the children are going to like each other more.
Yeah, that part was.
They helped each other raise the kids. Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. That's kind of wild.
I just let people say disrespectful stuff like that because it makes sense to do. I'm not gonna necessarily fight that battle with her.
But it's a lot of men that are not they're not thoughtful enough when they creating these children. They just pumping and dumping, and they permanent girlfriend, and wherever that thing lands, if a kid comes out of it, the kid comes out of it. They're like, oh well. They don't really care. They don't have no plan.
I get it, but the truth of the matter is this. I know pretty much every guy that's either gonna have his woman working or not. So do women. Most women are not going into circumstances where they don't know if they're going to have to work or not. Can we just be honest about that? Are you telling me women are like, yeah, I got with him. He said I ain't got to work, but then he made me work. Is that what's really happening? Or women is like, he ain't really got it, so I have to work. Which one do you think is actually occurring?
I think people get delusional, and so they say things like, hey, babe, this is what she would say to him. If you had it like that, do I have to go to work? And he's like, nah, if I got it like that, you ain't got to go to work. And then they live in fantasy world throughout the whole relationship, at least for 5 to 10 years. And then that's when they break up because she gonna like, you said I wasn't going to have to work for my whole life. And he like, bitch, I ain't say that. What I said was, if I got it like that, you don't have to work. And it's a disconnect. That's what usually happens because these women have authors of their own novel within the relationship.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it because we're gonna get into Madame Noire. Okay, are you familiar with Madame Noire?
No.
You're gonna get familiar. Okay. Shout out to my brother Tony Golden. He is a certified member of the GBG. Certified member of the GBG. Grid says all their grind for Fashion Nova and Shein cards. Hey, I like some Fashion Nova stuff. Yeah, I seen some Fashion Nova on Instagram. Yeah, I seen some. Yeah, I don't think it's half bad. All right, Sharam. This here is Madame Noire, okay? They were having a conversation about gender wars, all right? Now, yeah, it's got that big that gender wars have hit Madame Noire. I first heard of Madame Noire through Kevin Samuels. I never heard of the name in my life. I'm not a big TV guy, radio guy, so I don't know, right? He always would say it, oh, they got these talk shows, talk about back, and I never know who these people was.
Me neither.
I started doing YouTube. I started researching. I'm like, oh, now I kind of know some of the backstory. Okay, cool, right? So I want you to listen to this perspective and tell me what your thought process is behind. Okay, shout out to my brother Harrison. David says, let the judging begin. Salute. Oh, don't worry, Harrison. They standing on business today, my friend. They standing on business today, okay? What is Madame Noire, a podcast or a show? Love, see, I think it's a show, but it may also be a podcast. But I never heard of it before, KS. So
those some good boots he got on though.
Yeah, buddy, we're not gonna do that because you ain't even heard the man talk. You ain't heard the man talk. I ain't heard the man talk, and he ain't got his social media taken, so he get to keep his. So I just want to let that be clear. Sharon, you get to keep your social media?
I do because I'm making money off of it.
Well, so if you wasn't making money and your wife said, turn that social media off, you'd be like, oh, okay. Is that what's going on?
That's right.
Yeah, you're smart, man. You know how to stay married. I ain't mad at that. Now, let's get to the show, Madame Noire Part 2, okay? There ain't nobody taking my social media away, whether I made money or do. Because I don't really be on it like that anyway, but you ain't about to tell me nothing. You out your mind?
Why not?
No. I'm sorry, but ain't no woman telling me what I can and can't do. It just ain't gonna happen.
So give me the reason why not. Is it because
she's a woman?
Wow.
Yeah, ain't no woman about to tell me what I can and can't do. Absolutely not. You a woman.
All right. How about she's not a woman? She's your woman.
Then listen, you can make a suggestion. You can make, hey, I think we probably shouldn't do this. And you might have my best interest at hand, then I already know that's why you're around. But to tell me, go ahead and cancel your social media because I said so.
No, because I said so, and you're not making any money off of it, and you should trust me because I'm making money off of it, and I don't want, because since I'm fancy, I'm L'Oreal, I'm fancy. People want you to put their peen inside of them simply just to get at me.
She's not cashing me out. Listen. She could have said, hey, look, you're not making money on social media. Do you want to make money on social media? I can show you the ropes. Or if you're not going to really make money, honestly, it's probably not a good idea to have it. If both those perspectives are presented and he go, no, I don't want to make no money. One, a woman is going to be unattracted to him like, you a bum. You ain't really trying to get no money. Or two, he going to be like, yeah, you know what? I just canceled it because I don't really want to do all that. But to think that you're going to give me one option, and you using this option because you making money. Imagine this. Look, if I put the rules to you can't do something unless you generate money from it. What type of stuff could women do then?
That's why they should stay at home while you take care of them.
But
be barefoot and pregnant.
So if she staying at home while you take care of her, she dang sure not about to tell you what you can do. That sounds crazy. Listen, I don't know. You are more professional at this, but if you paid all the bills, you come in the house, she goes, oh, by the way, I got some things to tell you what to do since I've been at home all day. Not saying homework ain't hard, because I think it's very difficult. That's why I don't mind being at home doing all the hard work. You go out and make the easy money. That's cool. I will stay at home. But when you come home, I'm not about to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you can't use social media. No, use social media if you want to. So I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way.
Listen, I do feel you though. In real life, I do feel you. It makes sense. However, most of these goddamn men, they are getting rammed by their wives anyway. So they might as well just acquiesce to it, because as soon as their wife say anything, they like, okay, babe, and they shut up. Especially the ones that's talking the most shit. The ones that's saying, my wife cannot tell me this. No woman can tell me this. They probably got a woman boss, and then when they go home, they got another woman boss.
A woman can request whatever she wants. She could be like, can we do this? Hey, I think this. Can we? And she tell me, you gonna do this? No, you're not about to tell me that. Like, that's not happening. I don't know what world we live in, but that's not happening with me. It's not gonna work. Listen. You better come with a PowerPoint presentation. I'm gonna just tell you
in real life, she probably did come with those PowerPoint presentations, like how you said, really in real life. But when she on her show, she gotta pull out the bravado, like ain't no man, ain't no. She gotta put on for the show. That's all.
But I don't think that chick is doing none of that. All right, absolutely not. She's not doing none of that. Okay, let's get into Madame Noire. Okay. Something about the gender wars. I don't know what it is because I didn't watch it, but I say we're going to watch it live with Sharon. All right, let's get to it.
2023, we here.
Listen to black men.
Hey!
Okay, of course we have Mouse Jones.
I'm accountable for everything. I make a choice not to communicate because I don't want to feel vulnerable.
We have Jeremy here with us as well.
I feel like that means emotional intelligence, being in tune with what you bring to the table.
And Tyler Chronicles.
I'm just trying to say, y'all, it's not right. You can put your hand.
He do kind of look like a knockoff Common, though, don't he? Like, you look at him, like with Common with some facial hair, he kind of like a knockoff Common with some facial hair. All right, I'm tripping. Let me chill before I get in trouble.
And down.
I mean, we have to start out swinging because this is gender wars, right? Okay, so the conversation with men versus women, that's been going on for quite some time now, right?
Too long.
But now everybody has a microphone, everybody has a podcast, and obviously this conversation is not safe from none of those podcasts. And you start to see things and you're going through things in your relationship, and of course, things pop right up.
Just real quick, Sharon. Is it cool that her hair is dyed that color? Like, you don't have no problem with that?
As long as she's making money off of it, I don't have no problem with it.
She definitely making some money. I'm gonna tell you that now. I don't know how much, but she's definitely making some money.
Something, yeah. So
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, if he's doing this, he must be a narcissist. Now you arguing with them like you're a narcissist. So what are y'all getting from social media right now, or what do you think is the main problem
I don't like his yellow hat
that we're having when it comes to men versus women? Right.
The problem with social media is it's like people take how many likes, how many views as validation, right? If this person that posts whatever they post and they say my stance is narcissism is this, or my experience that all men act like this, and they get millions of views or hundreds of thousands of likes, the narrative starts to be formed that that's actually true.
Yeah.
And then they try to compare that post to a real life situation or whoever they're experiencing stuff with, and try to put that label on that person without actually communicating.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true, right? The views, the likes. If enough people see it, they can kind of start believing it because just so many people are viewing it and watching it. I could kind of see what he means by that. I don't know if that's the issues with the so-called back and forth gender war, though.
It's definitely not. It don't have nothing to do with the gender war. That got more to do with me keeping my social media, because when she see my potential of gaining views and likes, I'm have the power to keep my goddamn social media. It don't have nothing to do, because I don't think the majority of people are watching gender wars. The men are watching fishing and shit blowing up. So
yeah, no, I agree, and I think the gender wars is getting to these people late. We've been covered this a long time ago. You know what I mean? In our space, it's getting to like the mainstream people late, and so they try to catch on and find the popular topics and things like that. But I think the gender war is pretty much done.
No, definitely not.
I think it's pretty much done. I think the one side conceded and said, "I don't want to do no more trouble. I quit." I think one side quit. Another side said, "All right, then, now we can talk again." That's what I really think happened. So
definitely not. The gender war didn't go anywhere because neither side want to acquiesce to the other side's request. That's the issue.
All right, I didn't say they acquiesced. I just said one side said they quit. That's all I said.
I don't think either side quit. They can't quit each other, even though they try to act like it is. I'm done. Yeah, I ain't done.
Yeah.
Neither side is done. They still they say we don't want you booty short wearing sport bar wearing girls, and then next you know we see a video of a dude chasing a girl down the block wearing that same outfit, girl with yellow hair. She ain't making no money on social media, looking just like L'Oreal, and they like, man, she fine. I'm just trying to get to know you, and she gonna turn around and say, hey, how much money you got? He'll be like, why you asking me for money? I'm just trying to get to know you. I might be a good catch for you. He gonna cop a plea and try to explain to her everything why she should even give him a chance. And she like, no, I want your money, nothing else. And he like, but you might be missing out on a good thing, is what he's gonna say.
That's why you always in trouble. All right, let's get back to the video because I ain't getting in trouble with you.
And getting to the bottom of whatever the issue may be.
There's no cognitive thinking, right? Like,
so you rely on the post.
As a grown ass adult. Sorry, as a grown adult, I did it for y'all.
He's annoying.
As a grown adult, if I see anything pop on my timeline and it says all men, I'm scrolling. All women, I'm scrolling. Because I'm gonna look at the person who's saying it, and 9 times out of 10, they in a dark room in front of a microphone, yelling and spitting on the microphone. I already know they have not interacted with enough men or women to have a valid opinion to say all men, all women.
I think the problem is whenever we see headlines like all men do, all women are, it's treating each group like they're a monolith. And that is where we fail. And we also fail when we use terms like men versus women, because immediately that sets us up as as opposing forces and that we're enemies, you know, and so that's where progress.
Now, the only part I don't like about this is that women don't acknowledge that they did this. Like, that's the only problem that I have. They don't acknowledge that they the ones that went into, because men do it too, or it's the men. It's the men. Like, they are the ones that identified and attacked and pursued. They put that line there. Men were just like, women get on my nerves. That's the normal. I think when it came to verses, it was the women acknowledging the verses, this, that, we can do this, we don't need that. I think it was them.
I want to be on the man's side with this so bad. I really do. However, I'm sorry. It's the men's fault. They are the ones. They do not want to step up their game. They do not want to hold their horses to what they side of the gender contract is. They are the one that failed the contract first.
That's not what the question. That's not what the statement was. Now, you're still wrong, right? But as far as verses, it's the women did that versus stuff. We wasn't worried about competing with no women. They were saying, we can compete with y'all. We can do what men do. We never went to them and said, we can compete with y'all. We can do what women do. They came at us with that. So all I want is women to acknowledge, look, we probably shouldn't have done that. We opened up a whole can of things we didn't want to experience. That's them. I don't like you acknowledging the contract or whatever that is, fine. But the actual versus part is definitely on the women. I don't think the men started that.
I'm gonna leave it for now.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna let you live.
Dies.
But is this happening everywhere, or is this mainly in the Black community where we see men versus women?
Social media has created a lane for people who have no expertise, no validation. They've created a space to, there's an open marketplace. And the marketplace is broken Black women. That is
That is where the money at.
So
if we used to make a show right now, and all we did was talk shit about these broken Black women, super chat every 2 minutes. Cash App every 30 seconds.
Who do you think makes more money?
Out of
talking down on Black women or talking down on Black men? Who do you think generates more money?
Talking down on Black women.
Who's the person that makes that money? Like who?
This space. I think like the red pill spaces.
Yeah, but this is limited, right?
It's not. I mean, so because now they set up the algorithm a little differently now, and I'm starting to see some of these faceless avatars, men talking down on women, and they got 22.7 in the chat, 3,000 in the chat, and all they doing is defecating on these women.
What about the men? All right, so like we know there's a Sexy Red, right? We know it's Glorilla. Right, we know the city girls, right? Too. They make money talking about how they step on man. Is all like that's not how they make their money.
Sexy Red, maybe. Glorilla, no.
Glorilla is involved a little bit, but let's just be honest. Wait, who's the chick that said, I'm gonna get rid of the baby? I forgot who made that stupid song. I don't know who it was, right? But I'm sorry. I'm just thinking to myself, who can generate more money talking bad about the other one? I think it's women.
What proof we got? What? No, it's definitely the other way around. Men make because men been making, even in songs, they've been making hella bread talking bad about bitches. How you gotta suck this and you gonna do this. You're gonna leave your man because this and that. And you are a hoe, and this is what hoes do. I'm gonna get another one in the next hour because you hoes come a dime a dozen.
That's
bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
That's not talking down on Black women.
What?
No, no, that's not talking down on black women. That's talking about 304s, and they really talking about being freaky, which I don't agree with, but it's their choice.
So what woman is talking down on black men? I never heard a woman say, yeah, I don't care if he's a doctor, I'm gonna no. Men would like, I don't care if she a lawyer, she better suck this.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
let me bring to the show the Red Pill Ranger. Welcome to the show, my friend.
What's up, man? I couldn't take no more.
You couldn't take no more?
Take no more, man. I was already making some content.
Yeah,
I had my outfit on.
understand.
I had my outfit on already, so I just came on up.
Oh no, I understand, my friend. Now, all I'm saying is,
By the way, how you doing, Sharon?
They smashing chicks and running through them. That's talking about women. This statement was about talking down on black men or talking down on black women. You think the money goes to the men?
Yes.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a whole industry on making women look bad, selling they promiscuity, they clothes, everything about it. Everything is to put them
promiscuity.
Yes, that word.
Women have made more money from 90 talk shows alone than men would ever make talking about women. Between the Oprah, the Sally Jesse Raphaels, the Ricky Lake, and all the things of that nature, women have made more in what's that magazine they had? The
Jet
Cosmopolitan.
I never read that.
Well, they had whole magazines dedicated to the stuff. It's no way they made more money because men just started doing this, and it's only on fucking YouTube.
But here's the issue. Those magazines and those talk shows, they wasn't talking down on men specifically.
Yes. They had episodes talking down on men specifically. I seen episodes about penis sizes.
Right. So they had episodes, but at least what I thought we was talking about, I thought we was talking about catering to putting women down. And we do have a lot of men that cater to putting women down. We got a lot of artists that cater to putting women down. We got a lot of movie buffs that cater to putting women down.
Yeah,
like I think that's what I was told to, not just keeping it even, because the same way how they had conversations about maybe a man penis size, they also would have a show about a woman having 3 men trying to see if they're the father. So that's putting a woman down as well.
No, it's not. That is not putting a woman down because she don't know who the father of her children are.
No, she made them choices. You ever heard of a show
crazy.
called The Real? Or you ever heard of a woman named Cynthia G?
No.
You ever heard of her?
No.
Yeah, she got.
Oh yes, I did hear of her. Yeah, but I heard that she was in the beginning when she
platform.
first started, that she was actually bigging up black men, and then black men was cooking her ass up, and that's why she switched to the other
black
side.
babies should be A-worded. All black male babies should be deleted. This is a proclamation of her.
So, but what was she doing before that content?
Wait. Oh, wait, guys. Nope, let's not get into it. I just had a general question of who makes more money, putting black men down or putting black women down. Sharon says the men will make more money putting black women down. Red Pill differs. Okay,
it's impossible because females are the #1 consumers in this country.
But
that's interesting.
They impulse buy and just buy stuff. Yes, females are the #1 consumers in this country.
Yeah, but they consume cosmetics. They consume.
They just spend money. They just spend money. They buy. They're gonna.
But if men make more money than women, then therefore men are gonna spend more money than women.
No, making money don't mean you spend money.
That is.
I can make $90K a year. You can make $150K, and at the end of the month or end of the year, I got more money than you because you done a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, but we know that's not. I mean, that sounds good.
No,
but
that's called being financially responsible. Sure.
Right, that's good. That's cool. But most people are not financially responsible. That's number one. Number two, if all these men was financially responsible, OnlyFans and the corn industry would not be making the money that it is, because that is heavily male purchase content.
They got some extra fuck off cash. I ain't saying they bankroll because they get OnlyFans.
All right, we go. All right, we gonna move on from there. Okay, we're not gonna push it there. Okay, BL says the real money is catering to broken down women. Okay, fair enough. Sure. Let's hear what they got to say.
There's an open marketplace. In the marketplace, it's broken black women. That is the marketplace. And if they can keep giving you content that's going to speak to your brokenness, you'll never need to get healed. And if you get healed, you don't need them anymore.
Why do you? Wait, 1 second, sir. Back up. Did you say there's the marketplace is broken black women?
That's what he
For
said.
them, yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying the marketplace. I'm not saying all women are broken. I'm saying the marketplace.
I feel like
that's
we
what
should, I feel like it should include, it should be broken people.
I feel.
What do you think, Sharon? You agree with that? It should just be broken people, and we shouldn't focus on black women.
Yes, because people definitely are feeding off of broken people as a whole, without a doubt.
So let me ask you this then, if that makes sense. When people say ain't nowhere else on social media, do you see other men talking down on their women like black men talk down on black women? They're lying then, right?
Yes, because it's going across the whole board. Every race, every gender, every human being, if they are broken, they are talking down on the opposite sex, without a doubt.
So this happening to everybody then.
A prime example of what the yellow hat dude described is Derrick Jackson. He's the prime example of someone taking advantage of broken women. They made a bunch of bad life decisions, and Derrick Jackson never told them they did nothing wrong. It wasn't their fault. And even though they had 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, if the dude didn't want to be with them, it was his loss because she's an awesome woman. That was his whole kind of message, that kind of stuff. And that guy was eating good. He wrote like 13 books, and he was 10 to 12 years of this, eating off them, while he was the exact same dude that he was talking about. And it wouldn't have ended if he didn't get exposed. Derrick Jackson is the prime example of eating hard off the damaged woman.
He won't be the last.
No, it's all kinds of panderers out there doing it. It's easy money.
The only thing is, I just don't understand why, if black women feel that their circumstances are unique and that they're the only women that have not been afforded a traditional man, and all other races of men know that they have to provide for their family, which is a talking point that is often used by women. Why wouldn't they want the focus to be more on them to say, you know what, they are targeting black women? Instead, they said, no, they're not targeting us. They're targeting all women. You see what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't they want people like, yeah, they are targeting us? Why wouldn't they acknowledge that, as opposed to just say, I wouldn't say black women. I would just say all broken people. Why do that?
I think maybe this young lady right here, she probably just got more experience talking to other races of human beings. Because when you speak to more diverse human beings, you want to realize the problem, it exceeds past your own race.
This video Vincent thought. This Melissa Ford. She ain't no.
Hold on, this is Melissa Ford?
Citizen of the country. That's Melissa Ford.
She kind of looks like
She's Canadian.
Yeah, that's Melissa Ford. She ain't nobody distinguished that dealing with all kinds of levels of high.
Melissa Ford,
but yeah, she look good.
Yeah, she's not.
CBG and full effect. Tell that little nigga we just dropped the bread. The sniper you waiting outside for that air. My game sit up, and I know they gon' blast.
God damn.
Sharon has been targeted. Says this is an automated message. User Sharon Bracey, you have exceeded your daily online trolling limit. Your balance is currently negative 72 hours. Please add further credit or contact 707 GBG Gang for more information. Thank you. They think Sharon is trolling, but I think he really believed this stuff. I really believe he really believed this stuff. I don't know why.
I don't think he did.
Don't. All right, let's get back to the show. Don't do Melissa Ford.
There's a marketplace for broken men and broken women.
Right.
And basically, these are people that are that require therapy. The vast majority of us require some level of therapy, and a lot of us lead with our trauma. We speak from our trauma.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's
We
not who
project our trauma.
But that's not who these guys.
Oh, they're hoping for that.
It speaks to something.
That's not true.
All he does is sit in the room. Hey, he the divide man. Hey, that man, you let him do that to you, he don't like you, he hates you. And then now you sit here and be like, you know what? He do hate me.
I feel like that's where the problem and the divide is created, in which men look at and refer to those types of men as simps. I can't believe how many times I see in comment sections, whenever there's a man who has the ability to critically think and actually seems to place value in women beyond their physical selves, beyond their sexual contributions, that other men call him simp. And I'm
well, my opinion is they don't believe men can do that. Like, do women believe that men can look at them beyond their just objecting to them? Do women believe that men can do that?
No, because the same women like her, the first thing she'll say is all these dudes do is want to fuck. But now on the flip side, she's saying these men are so great because they can look out again. Derrick Jackson was the kind of guy they talking about, and we saw how much he loved Poontang. So she can say that crap. The proof is in the pudding.
But she don't know what a simp is. She don't know what a simp is. A simp is it's been clear as day. It ain't critically thinking. Let me just tell you that. It ain't critical thinking. It just goes to show that they haven't studied enough. And a lot of times women hear something that a man that said that they like, and then other men go, hey, don't do that. And then they're like, oh, you a simp? And they think that because they like what that man said, that the other men are just mad at that man for taking women's side, which is not the case. It's not the case. So I think she's a little off on that, but I'm not shocked because I don't think she knows much about online.
I wonder if she was. I wonder if she.
There's two different.
Go ahead.
I wonder if she was thinking like that back in 2004, 5, 6 when she was butt naked doing all the videos.
She's an older woman now. You know, you can't really. First of all, I don't know if she was butt naked or nothing like that.
Yeah,
so
she did some stuff.
Yeah, she was in the Uncle VT version. I mean, not necessarily butt naked, but real close.
I don't be watching a lot of that stuff. Well, okay, she's so dang. Okay,
she grew. You think she grew, Aaron?
To be honest with you, yeah, I think she did.
Not enough to get a husband.
I think you can do something wrong and realize I probably shouldn't have done that, and I'm probably not going to do it again. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to limit somebody for a decision that they made 15 years ago and go that they haven't evolved from that way of thinking because that's dangerous.
To remind you, Cameron said this like a couple of weeks ago. Cameron said, this is the same bitch that got fucking paid $2,000 to get fucking in the bathroom in New York City.
Yeah, she was an escort.
Melissa Ford.
She's an escort.
So I don't know how recent that was, but you can quit that job. You could say I'm not gonna do it no more.
Yeah, but once you sell pussy one time, you're a hoe for life. You can't unsell the pussy. Ain't no refund on that shit.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I don't disagree with that, but that doesn't mean her thinking cannot change. That doesn't mean she can identify that it was wrong. I probably shouldn't have done it. I won't do it again. Whether or not you accept that and go, all right, I'll bypass, certain things I have in place, but she could change her mind.
You're right. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah,
she could.
She could. I'm not saying she did, but she could.
They usually do when they get about 50. They usually do. Because I'm pretty sure she older.
Like 45 right now, 43, something like that.
Let's see. I'll Google it up real quick.
The same thing going on with the other one, Gloria Velez. Like all of a sudden now, oh my God, I was being taken advantage of doing these rap videos.
I don't know. Let me get back to the video.
Because they think of it as like pandering.
No, I didn't call him a simp for that, right? I've been called. You can go down all my social media platforms. Anytime I speak
no, a lot of people don't like
about women.
No, I'm joking.
Anyone that speaks whenever I'm talking that talk, oh, I'm a simp. Oh, I'm a simp. But here goes the thing. I'm not leaning to any side. I'm sitting here right in the middle. Hey, this is our problem, man. This is the problem we dealing with over here, and this is why we dealing with this problem for women. They not doing that. What they doing is saying, all right, I got something. Hit record. He hates you. He don't respect you. They're banking on women to stay broken. He's banking on that because the minute they're not, they don't need to watch it anymore.
He's basically talking about confirmation bias. You know what I'm saying? You seek out the information that validates and confirms for you what your thinking is, you know, and that in itself is extremely harmful.
And it's really systematic. If you look at it historically in terms of the black man and versus the black woman, it goes back to the crack era and trying to get men out of the house. And then, you know, the woman would have to pick their child over the man, because if you had a man in the house, you couldn't get welfare, and then moved on to a whole bunch of different things. So it's like, it's always been kind of a divide, and I think it's been systematic, and I think it's part of that system that's in our algorithm, that's in the music, that's in everything now.
And begin to build a stronger, real community for us.
I feel like the men have to lead in that situation.
Community forward. And begin to build a stronger, real community for us.
I feel like the men have to lead in that situation, and y'all never do. To be honest.
She said we believe we have to build a stronger community, and then they all say, the women in particular, the men have to lead in that, and then she goes on to say that, but y'all men never do. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah. I find that humorous when people talk about leadership, due to the simple fact, as like I said, as a military veteran, 15 years in the military, led men and women and led and trained hundreds of men and women. People like to talk about leadership, but to be an effective leader, you have to have an effective follower.
Right.
You can't lead a motherfucking rock. And no matter how good of a leader you are, if that follower isn't willing to follow, it's not gonna work. And black women always want to talk about men ain't leading and can't lead, but look at what we're leading. I can't lead a nincompoop. I can't lead a hard-headed, stubborn person. I can't lead a woman that only want to listen to me if I make 6 figures or if she want to have sex with me. I can't lead a woman that only respect men that make their coochie drip. I can't lead a woman who only respects money and swag and things of that nature. I can't lead a woman that's 80% of men, 80 to 70% of men is invisible to. We can't lead that. You can't. They want to put the whole burden of the failure on the leader, when in reality, I could be the best leader in the world. But if I got 30 scumbag soldiers that don't want to listen, don't want to comply, I can't get no mission done. The only thing I can do is put their ass on my motherfucking army.
I don't know, Red Pill. Let me hear a little bit more of why they say that the men are failing.
Like the men have to lead in that situation, and y'all never do. To be honest, it's always the women that are starting the conversation,
and a lot of and that's
continuing it.
But that's another issue that keeps coming up, is men accusing women of becoming more masculine, and the flip side is women saying, well, men have become way more feminized, and it's just like, I don't think it's as black and white as that.
I think that's systematic. I think that's systematic as well. Like if the men are being pushed out of the household, a woman kind of has to become a masculine figure and be able to run that household. You know what I mean? So I think that has been systematic over time, and I think it is true. A lot of the narrative has been, I don't need a man for anything. I can do it by myself.
Because you don't have a choice.
But no, I'm saying it's been pushed though. It's not the first time.
I'm exhausted.
But we have a choice.
You know what I'm saying?
So now, part I have some disagreements with is this whole pushed out of the house conversation. I'm sick of that one. And guys ain't getting pushed out of the house no more. That's an old move, right? Second, you sick of it, but we didn't start that. We didn't start that. That's y'all. That's y'all. Y'all did that. That whole now, what is this what is if a man's not there, a woman has to be masculine? That's what I need to understand. What does that mean?
Yeah, me too.
What does that mean? If a man is not in the house, then these women will like turn into masculine. What does that mean?
It means that they have to go to work, pay rent, pay a car note, pay a cell phone, pay insurance. Do simple shit.
Aaron,
Do grown up things. That's what they call masculine, I guess.
Aaron, that means hot bullshit. Because the thing is, all the things, because Poppy's right, all the things he listed could be done in their femininity. You don't have to be masculine to show strength because there's strength and femininity. You don't have to be masculine to handle business. No, none of that stuff makes a woman become masculine just because she got to do it by her own. No, they choose to act like that because they want to emulate men because the vast majority of these women have penis envy. None of that. Your femininity is not relying upon nobody else, just like my masculinity ain't relying upon nobody else. You choose that shit. Your default setting should be femininity for a woman. You shouldn't have to pull it out. It shouldn't go into recession. It should always be there. If it's not there, then it's not fucking real, and just call it what it is.
Yo, we all know all ass ladies in our neighborhoods, right? Like I know Aaron is from the town. Red Pill, where you from, Red Pill?
I'm not from the town. I'm from the city.
I'm from Louisiana.
You're from the city. Yeah, Louisiana. Okay, listen, right? Whatever neighborhood you're from, right? Miss Anna, Miss Smith, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
That lady happened to be the nicest woman on planet Earth. She probably was broke as hell, but you always saw that woman with a smile on her face, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that femininity bullshit, bro. That's something that you have to be born with it. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that can be taught. That's what I'm saying. I think that's an excuse that a lot of women use to try to like quote unquote like mash up with the man. I think that's what when they say, oh, we gotta be masculine for this reason, for that reason, blah blah blah.
Yeah, the thing is, I what femininity is and feminine and all this type of stuff is extremely convoluted at this point. My thing is, you don't go from being soft-spirited, kind-hearted, maintaining a certain level of energy to then being able to be aggressive and all these other things at the flip of a switch because you had to do it. Like, no, you'll just cry. No, you'll just be homeless. Like you see them, like there's just things you just can't shift to. But there's excuses for all of that, and it's fine. I just think that there's a lot of playing victim right now. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna say
there
who,
you go.
But I see a lot of playing victim right now. That's what I'm looking at.
It's an economy for that. That's why everybody is victim or something.
Yeah, I see them playing victim. Let me play a little bit more of this video.
It's been pushed though. It's not the first time.
I'm exhausted.
But we have a choice.
You know what I'm saying?
I know,
I'm exhausted.
but that's what you
Never
hear though.
changes. It goes back.
We rarely hear a woman saying, "I'm exhausted." We rarely hear that.
Oh my God! Well,
they saying it.
Well, let me just say it.
Allow me to educate. Let me tell you something. Allow me to educate you guys on what soft life actually means.
Let's do it.
We're exhausted. Okay, educate you guys on what soft life actually means.
Let's do it.
We're exhausted.
Whoa. Whoa. Welcome back. So you're telling me that you're exhausted. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Sharon, since you're back, I'll give you the first stab at this. When these women are saying they're exhausted, right? Because the guy just said, I ain't never really heard women say that they tired. Now the women are saying they're exhausted and they want soft life.
That means they are tired of picking up the slack for all these men that do not want to put in the goddamn work. They don't want to hear no crying. They don't want to hear no bickering, beefing. They've been grinding. They've been putting up the numbers. And it is time for them to finally get back into their own spot and rest in their goddamn femininity. But the only way they can rest in their femininity is these men step up their goddamn masculinity in the first place. And that's what we have to do. We got to show more men to get up there and grind. Not just grind your goddamn midsection. No, you need to get out there and grind. Bring that money home, and then therefore you will get all of the femininity that you are looking for.
They talk about Melissa Ford in this case, right?
What they mean by that soft life stuff is pretty much they beg and fall to work, and they realize they don't like that shit. They tired of working. They fucking lazy. Just like the video Aaron played several times where the woman was complaining about taking care of her own kids. They don't even want to do that no more. They want to sit down and do nothing. But you fought the work. Salute. Thanks. Salute. Congratulations on your win. You fought the work. It ain't no turning back the clock. You out there now. So you begged for it. You asked for it. They gave you what you wanted. Now they want to renege. They want the soft life. They don't want to. But the thing is, once women started working, the economy adjusted to them working, which made due incomes necessary. If they didn't start working, when they started working, the economy adjusted to that money coming in. Now you got to continue that on unless you get a man of a certain caliber of money. But everybody know the math percentage is just not enough for those men for the amount of women that want them. So sorry, it ain't no soft life. You grown, you an adult. The stuff that they call being exhausted is called adulting.
No.
You're working, you're paying your bills, you're taking care of yourself as an adult. Melissa Ford, 47 years old. She has no children. She's only taking care of herself. But she's
How long,
so who else gonna take care of you? You're 47, you ain't got no husband, and you ain't got no kids. Who the fuck gonna take care of you? You ain't doing
when was the last
extra.
time?
You're not doing nothing special.
No, hold on.
I've been
But
doing that shit since I was 16.
But the average woman is not Melissa Ford. They do not
But
have
we
the
talk about
options she
Melissa
has.
Ford in this case, Brody. She's the one asking for the soft life in here. When was the last time Melissa Ford was around a broke ass nigga, bro? Like, come on, man. Let's start there, right? She been around rich ass niggas since what? 1990s? I mean, like the late 90s, early 2000s. So she could have gotten all of that, son. The whole soft life a long time ago, bro. She was doing that city girl shit, fam. That's all it is.
I don't know. Maybe the problem is that we don't understand the people that Melissa helps. I don't know her life story, so I can't really talk to. If we talking about specifically Melissa, then I don't know enough of her life story to know if she helped out some broke ass rappers and try to get them on. And I don't know what she's considering, what she's considering exhaustion. So I don't know if we talking
She
about
got
Melissa
ran through. She got ran through by the rag gang, and now it's exhausting. I get it. I get what you're saying.
Hey, most of these men like the woman that's been ran through. They don't want no virgins, that's for sure. They want a woman that knows what she's doing in the bedroom. So let's stop using this sex thing as some goddamn weapon.
Okay, here we go. Most of these guys don't want no virgins, this and that. Like
they don't.
Okay, so you say that, right? Let me ask you this question. If men are not allowed to ask about your body count, how will they know a woman's a virgin or not?
The way how they suck on that thing. The way how she move those hips, the way how she be thrusting it back. She on her back, but she throwing it back. That's how they know.
Wouldn't know that prior, would you?
Yeah, you know, because the way how she speaks, the way how she's comfortable with you speaking about sexual acts. You could tell.
Okay, fine. I ain't taking this battle right now. Shout out to AL. AL says exhausted from what? Women in the past was working in the field, on the farm, sharecropping, factories, and taking care of their kids and other people's kids, etc. Disrespectful to our ancestors. I hate to say it. like, look, it's about to go down, Sharon. Brace yourself, okay? Let me hit this.
Okay.
Let me hit this play button.
Okay, we are exhausted. We want a life where love does not equal struggle. We want a life
She said we,
in which
not herself.
there isn't a necessity to be combative and to always have your guard up and be hyper vigilant about every little thing, because as difficult as the world is for Black men, it is equally as difficult for Black women.
Is that true, Sharon? Is as difficult as the world is, and for Black men is equally as difficult for Black women. Sharon, do you agree with her statement?
I cannot agree with you, Melissa. I'm sorry. I cannot agree with that, Melissa. I am sorry. You cannot say that it is just as difficult for a Black woman as it is difficult for a Black man. No, we do not have shelters for us across the country. We do not have we do not have safety nets. No, I cannot agree with that point at all.
And the most important thing, people don't fear them like they do us. The black woman, it's not feared. Women ain't feared in general by most men. Let's make that clear.
I might disagree with that point, though.
Physically, no, women are not feared in general. when physically, people ain't clutching purses, and 3 women walking down the street ain't gonna get the same reaction as me, you, and Aaron coming towards people. Black men are inherently feared, and women don't have to deal with that, which is crucial.
So now this is the part where I think that this is when hurt people just grift on people. Like, so that's just a talking point. That shit is not real life anymore. It ain't people just clutching.
It ain't real life for you in the suburbs, Sharon. It ain't real life for you in the suburbs. But you go.
No, it's not real life it's not real life in any major city.
Any major city with a hood, it is, because all major cities got hoods.
People are not.
I'm in the suburbs now, so I ain't ragging you for the suburbs, but I ain't always been here.
What I'm saying is that you go to Manhattan, when white people are not afraid. White people live right across the street from the projects in New York, bro. I'm talking about Marcy Projects, one of the most horrible projects. It's still there. It still have crackheads. It still have shootouts every day. And guess what? They paying $5,000 to live there, and they will argue down with the crackhead across the street and say, "Hey, motherfucker, I live here too." They are not afraid of black people.
White people
the way how y'all be trying to produce it, because y'all want to hold on to this goddamn, these hurt people that's just holding on to this goddamn race shit. This shit don't exist in the cities like that. Maybe in the rural areas, possible.
I never said white people were afraid of black people. I didn't say that at all.
You said they clutched their purses when me and Aaron walked down the street.
My initial statement was black women don't got to deal with the fear that black men got to deal with. Just simple for the fact that no woman got to deal with the fear that any man deal with. But
hey, listen, all I know is this.
Black people on this stage, that's why I said black. But no woman got to deal with the fear. When women walking up, ain't no man got fear of getting raped in the alley when that man just trying to walk to his car. When a woman walk by a car, ain't nobody clicking the locks. Like when men walk by, they click the locks. It's just basic shit. Come on. But
again,
I already know you ignorant, so I'm done with it.
Again, like, you know, that's some remedial rhetoric that you spewing. It's okay, but if you go to almost any retail store, you're gonna see a black woman head of security there, because guess what? They are people who do not want to deal with them. They don't want to talk to them. If black women start screaming on you, they be like, you know what? You got it, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna leave you a tip because you cursed me out so good that you deserve a goddamn coffee. So no, black women are feared in that regard. Stop.
Oh god.
Yes, they are.
Not as much as black men.
What? I don't know what we doing here. I'm listening. Does anybody else agree with, was it Melissa Ford when she says, and I'll play it again so everybody heard what she said, okay?
Always have your guard up and be hyper vigilant about every little thing, because as difficult as the world is for black men, it is equally as difficult for black women. And I don't.
Do any of y'all agree with that statement? Sharon says no. Nobody.
I agree. I agree with Melissa Ford.
So you agree with Melissa Ford?
Mm-hmm.
It's equally as difficult.
Maybe even more.
Maybe even more. Okay. All right, fair enough. I don't know. Let's play a little bit more. All these brothers nodded their head when she said it, so you might be right.
As difficult as the world is for black men, it is equally as difficult for black women.
Double.
And I don't think
probably harder. Double. It's harder.
And
the man with the hat said double. Damn. The man with the mustard yellow hat said it's double for black women compared to black men.
Yeah, he's single mother raised.
Oh, no. I mean, that's what he said. Okay, all right.
And I think that what we enter into in these conversations is oppression Olympics. You know,
that's true
who
too.
has it worse, the black man or the black woman out in the street? Child, both
we
of us.
all got it.
Both of us. We got to have each other's back.
But see, I will.
Okay, now let me ask you this. If y'all agree with that, right? If y'all agree with what she said, and Red Pills on Record said absolutely not. Sharon disagrees, but he's kind of edging towards, maybe she's up to something. If life is equally as difficult, right? Let me ask you this question first, Ron. Let's say you're in the construction field, right? Let's say you work 97 hours in a week, right? And somebody works 71 hours, right? You know they work 71 hours. You know you work 90 plus hours. The boss come down, hand you the paycheck, and y'all got the same amount of money. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so you're fine with being paid the same amount of money as somebody else, even if you work 20 more hours than them.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Red Pill Ranger?
Not at all. I'm trying to figure out what the hell in the discrimination is going on around here. My time is valuable, just like that person.
All right, Poppy, what about you?
Hell no. But like, will be the same skill, the same job skill level type of thing we talk about. In the sense,
you just
yeah,
doing.
hell no.
You just
I would
doing
have a
more.
problem. Yeah, I would have a problem.
What
Big
about
problem.
you, General? What about you? You fine with taking the same amount of money, somebody working 20 less hours than you?
Nah, that ain't happen. That's nope. Nope, not at all.
I'm not okay with it either. It just don't rub me the right way. Now, Sharon says he's willing to do it. I don't know why, but he's willing to do it. Let me ask you this. If life is equally as difficult for Black women as it is for Black men, 2 times worse for Black women, as the guy in the mustard hat says, why do they believe that Black men should give Black women a soft life? How would we even be capable of it?
I don't look, man. That's why I had to agree. I can't. If life is twice as hard, and your experience is harder than mine, what makes you think I have the capability, right? Because I'm always agree, right, with the experiences of women, right? They say it's harder because they can't defend themselves. They're the weaker sex. No one views them favorably. It's hard for them to get opportunities in corporate America, and when they do, they can't get promoted. And when they can't get promoted, they can't make more money. And I go, okay, sure. So if things are harder for you, why is the expectation that I, whose life is not as hard, can provide you a softer life when I don't understand your perspective?
Because they expect the men to have the guidance and the skill set to navigate
Why
them
would they?
through it.
Why would they expect the person with less turbulence in their life to have the equipment to handle more turbulence?
Because they don't think you have less equipment.
No. They think we have less turbulence. They just said it. They just said that Melissa Ford, right, and the Black men shook their head, especially one in the yellow. He said double. just said, hey, your shit harder than my shit, right? Why would you expect the person whose life is softer to provide a soft life for you? If your perspective is, I have a hard life, you should know how to make your life softer because your life is harder than mine.
No, because that's why we look at rich people and say, hey man, you could just reach back and just give me some goddamn money. That's how they look at it. Like, I'm broke and I'm looking at a rich person. I'm looking at, hey, listen, my life is twice as hard compared to yours. I need a handout. You could make my life softer by providing me with this kind of information, this kind of money, this kind of resources. So the person that's having the double hard life, they look to the person that's having a little easier time in life to give them a softer life.
Wait, but what do we know about rich people? The person who made themselves rich versus the children of rich people have a harder time making money and maintaining it. The people who didn't, the people who had it hard when they first got rich are the ones that know how to make the money and maintain it. It's always the children who didn't have to work to make that money who don't know how to manage it because they weren't in that same experience. We know that about money, people with money in their children and their offspring. So here's what I'm saying. Black women are the greatest thing on earth. And they've been able to make it through all of these things, through all of their struggles. They've been able to be CEO. Look at this. Look at Melissa Ford, baddest bee in the planet, right? I think she's the greatest thing of all time. She had a hard life, and she's finally made her way to a CEO position. And look at these three broke ass niggas. They don't know how to do shit. Why are you expecting people that don't know how to do shit, who don't have the same experience as you, know how to be CEO when they didn't have to make it out the mud because our lives are just so soft?
That's a good question.
I just think that you gotta twist it. So I just think you just have it twisted in your ideology of the soft versus the hard life. And
No,
that's
no, 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 no,
something
no, no.
that
I
we
think
disagree at.
no. I think you have it twisted.
Mm.
This woman just said
Her life is twice as hard.
black women's lives are equally, if not more,
Mhm.
right? And everyone that you see with your two eyes
Nodded their head.
agree or shook their head. Why is the expectation for people who have not overcome struggle to put you in a position to be soft when you have overcome struggle and succeeded? Do you think that people who have made it rich on their own are looking at the people below them to help them get rich? Or did they go, you know what, I can help you guys by employing you?
So that's the thing. So Melissa Ford is not the representation of the rich.
She's representation of
She look at
she's
the man.
represent
She look at the man as a representation of the rich,
why
not
would she,
herself.
but that's the problem. You can't look at men as the representation of anything if you're saying your life is harder. I don't know how to make a soft life because my life has always been soft. You should know how to make a soft life because your life has been hard. Now you've made it soft through you being resilient and just better than men, and your experience in life should make you more refined and fireproof.
No, no. You gotta. So again, that's why I use the rich thing. Is that like so? She is the broke person looking at the man as the rich one, saying, "Hey, listen, you got all the resources and talents and da 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 da. You can make my life softer. Why are you not giving me the options to make my life softer?"
Well, let
That's
me
what
ask you
you're
this.
saying.
Okay, fair. Let me ask you this. If life is difficult, already difficult, right? Meaning that we understand it's hard for men and women, it's equally for black men and women, right? In order for me to make their life easier, just by default, don't you think that you have to make your life harder?
No.
No, you don't think in a general sense, if somebody's life is hard, they're already having a hard, difficult life, right? You already having a hard, difficult life as it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're asking you to alleviate things from them so that they can have a softer life.
Mm-hmm.
If the things that they're putting on your plate are hard, because that's probably the reason why they probably can't do it, because they can do easy stuff, right? So the hard stuff that they're putting on your plate, that don't make your life harder?
No, because what I'm doing is I'm not adding her hardness to my life. I'm not adding her extra baggage. What I'm doing is relieving her of her baggage. Is what I'm actually doing. So like let's just use bag scenario. So I got my heavy bag and she got her heavy bag. We both walking down the street. What I am essentially doing is saying, "Hey, put your bag in the house," and I'm just keep on carrying my bag. So now she don't have to carry the weight anymore.
But again, my question is, why are you expecting me to carry any heavy bags when you know that I'm not trained to carry heavy bags?
But she's not.
My experience. You know my experience compared to yours. I'm weaker because you have just as much issues, if not more. For
No, she
example, a perfect example. If she says, "Hey, black women have it harder, just as hard, if not harder, than men," that means, just like in weight training, your body should be able to maintain the resistance due to the amount of weight and how much stress you put under it.
No.
Right? The more stress you put under your body while weight training, the idea is your body will restructure and be able to push more weight. If
So
you're
no, that's
saying
not.
if you're saying my life is more difficult, it's just the same as you, which means I'm equal, right? Or it's even harder and you're in a position that's better than me. Why are you expecting me to be able to maintain or even help in a way that I've never experienced before? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because the weight scenario, again, you got to twist it. So the way she is saying we both running the same race, but the only difference is that we both run the same difficult race. But the difference is that I got a 20-pound weight chest on me, and I want you to take off the weight chest off of me.
And then put it where?
Anywhere but on her body.
Okay. And my thing is,
if
you have a 20, if you say you have a 20-pound weight on your chest, right? Because you can just handle that because you're just built like that. And I have 10 based on your understanding of trouble or whatever the case may be. Why would you then expect me to? Because what they want you to do is to carry it, right? You're saying they don't want to put it anywhere besides me. Well, just take it off your chest. That's all you have to do. Just you do it.
They just want you to be able to allow her, right, to take the weight off, not you carry her extra weight.
But where does that weight go, Sharon? You don't just take weight off somewhere and you just drop it.
Put it on the floor. You put it in a closet. You put it somewhere secure. You move it away. You just take it off
Chiki
of
is
her.
saying, if you could just take the weight off, what the heck does she need you to do that for? She could just
She can do it herself.
But that's the problem. She can't. She doesn't understand that she could take it off herself. She doesn't see that as a plan. Some people, they cannot see further than they face. It's just what it is. Some people need other people to direct them. You could bring somebody to the water, but that doesn't mean they're going to drink.
So let me ask you this: Who do you expect to be more experienced? The person that has hardships in their lives and have overcome it, or the person who has less hardships in their lives and have yet to overcome?
To be honest, that would depend on what situation we're talking about.
Okay, so the situation you've seen Slumdog Millionaire. How was he able to answer all those questions?
I didn't see that movie. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, for those who have seen it, Slumdog Millionaire is about this young kid who has gone through tremendous amount of issues and have learned through his experience of overcoming those issues to play the game Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he wins, right? If black women are saying black men, our issues, our daily struggles and lives is just as hard, if not harder, then that means they should have the experience to be able to understand and overcome to where they don't need somebody to help them because they're continuously trying to prove either we're the same or we're better. That was the statement Melissa Ford was making. Why is it that we can't have a soft girl life when we have just as many hardship, if not more? Well, the reason why you can't have a soft girl life is because you have the experience, because your life is so much harder than mine, to know how to get past this thing. And apparently my life is easy, so you know what? I've just figured out how to get past this level.
Nah, I don't know. For some reason, I cannot see it your way at all. I do not see it that way.
That's wild crazy how you don't see that, but that's fine. Let me ask you this. Do you think men believe by taking care of women and alleviating the burden that they have in life that their life will become easier?
For the man?
Yes.
Yes.
So you believe that men think that, oh man, let me just take this burden off this woman, take this on, and my life gonna be easier. You believe that's how men think?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually think men look at that, dang, that's more stress on me. More bills I gotta pay, another mouth to feed, more people to take care of. So you're telling me that you don't think men view that as a more difficult?
No, I don't think so. I think most men, when they look at keeping a wife home, they don't look at her as another bill. No, because they're gonna have to eat the same food anyway. So it's easier for him because now he don't have to eat out as much. He don't gotta worry about his clothes as much. He don't gotta worry. He has less things to worry about. He could delegate.
Sharon, do you
things
think
throughout the house.
do you think that you think you would save more money if you didn't have children and a wife?
Save more? I'm not. To be honest with my personality, probably not. My personality, no.
So you're saying the expenses of 4 additional people doesn't make it harder on you on a financial level.
So the reason why I would say no, because single people just tend to spend more money. Men or women, they just spend more money going out and doing shit.
But the
So
question
what
is,
I'm saying
the
is
question
that
wasn't.
even the men.
Hold on, wait. The question wasn't who spends more money. The question is the burden. Do you think that life is a little bit more burdensome when you have 4 dependents on your life, or do you think your life is a little bit more burdensome when it's just you?
Yeah, I don't
Burdensome.
see again, I don't see it as a burden, maybe because I live both sides of the fence. It is not more burdensome for me to take care of my family than just taking care of myself.
Okay, let's try
So
this
don't
again.
get your don't hey yo,
Wait,
when you get your
let's try
taxes
this
back,
again.
please give them to me and Aaron and Red Pill and Poppy Blanco. Those are
Wait.
4 people who won't burden you and will actually alleviate you of your money.
Wait.
Okay.
Are you
Guys,
saying that life is equivalent or just as easy as a single man taking care of only himself, as opposed to a single man or a man that is married with 3 kids? The burden is the same, or I mean, you think it's just as easy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
So
just that people just not willing to
all right, wait.
look, man, we done heard Sharon talk about his kids. I ain't going for it.
No,
I'm not going for it.
no. I have
We're
a
not
better way.
paying
Hold on.
attention to this man right now.
I have a better way of understanding. Let me ask you this, Sharon. Do you think people want a hard life or an easy life?
I think people want their life easier.
Okay. So since we believe that people want their life easier, why, if it's easier taking care of the family and kids than just taking care of yourself, why don't people just prefer to do that?
You want the honest answer? Because people they listen to the people that did it wrong, and they look at it as it was a difficult thing, but really it's just they are listening to people that did it the wrong way. If you speak most to successful people and they have a great wife behind them, and their wife does all the necessary things for them to uplift the family, they say their life is easier with their wife because their wife is contributing heavily. They don't have to worry about a lot of things because the shit starts to run itself eventually. Like literally,
we don't
if I
trust
want
you,
to,
Mary. This is why we don't.
if I want to,
don't
Aaron,
lie too much.
I could
wait a
like
minute.
when I be here, I could when I'm sitting here, I don't get up to go to get no water. I don't get up to go get no food. I don't go to the grocery store. I don't do none of those things.
Wait, would you have to do that if you were single?
Yes, I would.
And so is that a burden?
Yes.
So
I just want to say I find it quite odd, confusing, and I don't understand how women are asking men to even give them a soft life or for any kind of help after decades of saying they're smarter than us, they're better than us, they make more money than us, they're more educated than us, they're more home owning than us. After decades of saying they killing life, you want to ask the same people that after decades of saying you was working their ass that life for help. That's like me going to a hobo and asking to borrow $5 from him.
Red
It
Pill
makes no
Radio is
logical sense.
actually right. For example, if listen to what he said, if I could bench press 500 pounds and Sharon can bench press 150 pounds, and we both standing there, and I'm like, you know what, Sharon, you go ahead and bench press that 450 pounds right there. And you looking at me like, nah, bro, like you actually can do this, no problem. You're better, stronger, skilled, and I'm still looking at you like, nah, do it anyway. You don't think that's crazy?
So the problem is the woman is the other one. She cannot push off that weight.
No,
stop saying wait, Sharon.
One sec.
She can't push the weight.
Sharon, if I want you to do something for me, right? Because I can't do it for myself, I have to acknowledge that you're better than me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are women acknowledging that men are better than them?
On mass on social media, no.
No, they're not, Sharon. Not only are they saying we're not better, they're saying our lives are harder, which means which is letting me know, okay, and I accept that. That's why I'm the only man that said, yeah, no, I accept it. You know what? It even harder. And I didn't even watch the clip. You want to know how I know even harder is going to come up? Because it always does. The point women, especially black women, when it comes to black men, have their point have been, we're better than you, and y'all aren't better than us. So you know what I accept? Fine, be better. And since you are better, do more with your betterness. Better. Okay.
Don't ask me for nothing.
Look. As somebody who is superior, stop asking your inferior to do more because we can't. We're inferior to you. No man who's been greater than every man around him has asked the inferior people to do his job because he understands you can't do it because I'm better than you.
Like
So
when they
that's what
ask
black
for,
women need to understand, like Melissa Ford, right? When she makes statement like, hey, our lives is just as hard, which means in essence what she's saying is we're equal, if not harder. Oh, okay, so you handle more? Congratulations. You know what that comes with? You having to take the role of your superiority complex as it allows. You want to know why? Because when men say they better, they tend to agree and they tend to live a life without looking at other people below them and saying, help carry this. Oh, no, 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 no. I can't let this. You know what men say? I can't let this shit fall because there's people depending on me. You know how many men, you know, matter of fact, you covered Cam Newton. You know what Cam Newton said in his interview with on his own show? You know what? I'm disappointed because other people are depending on me. He's saying I'm in a position of superiority where I have to take care of people because I'm better. And this black woman said right here, she says our lives are harder, if not hard. Our lives are just as hard, if not harder. Okay, superwoman. So if your life is that hard, and or maybe even harder than mine, my expectation is you know how to manage it because I don't know how to manage things to that level because I'm not there.
So
I agree with her.
I
I
think
agree with all. I agree with all black women. Black women are gods. So be a provider like God is. Because God, guess what God does? He answer prayers. He don't pray to no fucking body.
I think all this sounds good, but like if we used to put it into, I think the problem that people miss is that like, so we put into like a work analogy. The man is the boss and the woman is the worker. The problem is this, that once the boss start turning into like, listen, I did this, I did this, I did that, I did that. You need to shut the fuck up. Most people will leave and quit that job.
What do you think they're doing?
So what I'm saying is that this is so so that's what happens with the women. That's why they are leaving the man the way how they do, because the man want to throw every single thing in their face, and in this way it makes them feel resentful to
What
their man.
man? She's single. The only men she knows are the ones that she's had sex with. But she don't got no man.
So it's the same because the first thing
what man is touting in her face?
the
Look at
problem
what I
is
did for
that
you.
Melissa Ford is not talking about herself. She said we. She didn't say me. She said we.
What
So she was
and
talking about
and
she was
Sharon.
talking about women in general. She was
Okay,
not talking
perfect.
about herself.
Wait, stop. Sharon, perfect. How many times have women said, oh, all these niggas can't get a woman, and the stats prove it. Most niggas can't get women right now. What man? It's so hard to blame a man that's not there. And they keep telling us, y'all not there, y'all not good at shit besides sex. See, this is the problem. When you actually have a person who listens to the things that other people are saying about them and then go, hey, that doesn't make sense for you to expect much from me because you keep telling me I'm not shit besides a human dildo, and you keep telling me do better, but you keep throwing in my face, I got a degree, I got a house, I got this. Okay, God, look
But
at you.
Cheeky, the
You
only
you just
problem
you
is this
just
is
said when the
Cheeky.
boss starts
No,
touting
Cheeky.
around what they can do that people want to leave them.
Cheeky, the
What do you think?
problem
What does
is
that sound like?
the man that she is throwing that degree and money in front of her is not the man that she is with. She doing it on these goddamn YouTube spaces to men that they do not even care to be with.
Who is she with then?
I'm going to the fact of what you were just saying. The women that have the degrees and the money, they are talking to other men that do not have the things. They're not even qualified to even talk to these women. Some of these women,
And
these
they're
men
not talking
can't
to
even
them.
have a conversation with some of these women.
Okay, and they're not having conversations with them. You want to know how we know that? Because you and Daryl alone, both of you all have pointed out, ain't no women on y'all panels. Oh, so it seems like they talking to men on panels.
I don't know what you mean by that, but
Okay, what I'm saying is everybody who is able to see these quote unquote panels or these YouTube niggas that y'all swear up and down that don't talk to women, can't get women on their panels. The point is it's not meant for women. They're talking to each other. And women are able to view it and they may not like it, but whose fault is that? What again? So the question starts becoming, what man? And the answer is there is no man. That's the problem. They want a man, but there is no man. And when there is no man, you have no blame to shift. You got to accept you. So what they want to do is find somebody to shift the blame, responsibility, and burden on because they feel like I'm a woman. Well, guess what? You're a woman in 2024, and that means you're better than men. So because you're better than men, smarter than men, make more money than men, more educated than men, have more houses than men, and on every metric, you're just a better being. Then you be the goddess you were meant to be and supply it on your own. And don't get mad when nobody wants to be there for the goddess because the goddess is a goddamn goddess.
So no, so that's not what. But the problem is in real life, what happens is the women that are doing better than the men, they would go and get a man that is not doing good. If he got some kind of potential in her mind, she'll say, "All right, let me show you how to make this money. Let me show you how to do this.
For
Get your
what?
life up. Get your
For the
shit
purpose of
together."
what?
Most of the time, women are willing and able to tell a man like, "Hey, I understand you don't got a place to stay at
Mm-hmm.
my house." They would
Here
give
you
them a
go with
place to
that
live.
story
It's the
again.
Wait,
because
hold
it's
on.
the
Wait. No, that's
truth.
fine.
It's the
Aaron,
truth.
Aaron,
That's why I'm going with that story.
okay, fine.
Women are
It's
Uh-huh.
more willing to take
Uh-huh.
on a man that doesn't have money than men are willing to take on women that don't have money. That's just what it
Okay.
is.
Okay. So what? Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold the
Let
fuck
him.
Guys,
up.
Yeah,
you niggas are the
don't,
hypergamous ones. It ain't the women.
don't
It's you
fight.
Oh
niggas.
Look,
my fucking god.
stop. Please
You
don't
All right.
fight. Please don't fight the truth. Sharon is
Nigga gotta be
absolutely
joking,
right.
bro.
Women are gods. And because they are gods, the expectation is to make the sun come up, the moon come down, and do everything because that's the position you were given. You are just better. Accept it. Stop complaining to me, the lesser being, that I need to do more when that's not my role. When is God? Well, I'm sorry. Let me ask you this question. What God doesn't understand that they are a God and everything that happens has happened due to them?
So here's the part that you missed. So, like, if we're gonna go with this whole God analogy, because
No, you gonna go with it
we
because you
gotta
think
we
black
gotta
women are
keep
God
moving
and
analogies
they, and they,
because
and
I'm
they give
cooking
men
your ass.
shelter. Okay,
No, we gotta
fine. Go
keep
ahead.
moving analogies because I'm cooking your ass. So just like if it was a God,
Sharon, you
when
don't cook
God,
shit. That's your wife
when
job. Remember?
when God, he gets the metaphor. When God gives you the power to run on your own, you gotta start to goddamn running. The God is not supposed to run for you. The God is supposed to give you the gift and talent. So when this woman gives you the talent and say, "Hey, this is how you make money. This is how you uplift yourself," she is not supposed to do the running for you anymore. You're supposed to take over. That is the issue.
Wait. What?
Women,
No,
this is
no.
the it. This is
What?
the issue.
The
This is the
no.
issue.
Wait. You no. In no religion does the follower ever become God. They follow God. No religion. No
That's
religion
not true.
allows. No
That is not
religion.
true.
No religion allows the followers of God to become the then said God. What I'm saying is, since y'all are better, and y'all continue to tell us y'all are better, and continue to say we're better, and I'm better, and I don't need y'all, or I want y'all. I don't need y'all, but the only time I want y'all is for y'all to make y'all lives harder and shift shit on you. I'm gonna say, you know what? I fully accept that. You're better than me. And you know, you're right. I can't provide you shelter, but if you're so benevolent enough to provide me shelter, your expectation shouldn't be that I can do the same thing in return because that's not the role I was given. That's not the position that I'm in. I've never been in that position according to you. I've always been absent. I've always been irresponsible. I've always been in jail. I've always done something wrong. I'm a fuck up. Stop asking for the fuck ups to be better because fuck ups just fuck it up.
Aaron said it right. The two things can't exist at the same time. Either are we superior or either we not. Because you can't come asking the losers at life to come save you. You can't be asking we ain't got nothing, but you want us to protect and provide for you. I would never ask a dude way smaller than me to protect me. Why would I ask somebody that's weaker than me, has less than me, that's not superior to me? No one asks a person under them to provide for them. You don't ask a person with less money. You don't ask a person that can't fight good as you to protect you. So you don't never ask some. So which one is gonna be? They say we ain't shit, yet they want us to do stuff for them. How if we ain't shit, how can we do stuff?
Here's a better question, Red Pills. Sharon, can beggars be choosers?
Can beggars be choosers?
You're familiar with it.
That's a tough question for me. I'm kind of on the fence with that, but I'm gonna lean towards no.
And I'm just asking that primarily because men get to do some things that they want to do in life too, right? If I'm going to do, if Sharon is going to provide for you and you don't have to carry your heavy bag outside, he's going to request something in return. To me, it seems like women want you to take what they're offering and then still get acquired what you can give. So let me get this provided, protected, but listen, also don't be on social media if I say so. Also, like, just you gonna have to respect. It's just they want the men to be who they want the men to be instead of understanding who men are and deciding the men that they want. That's what is happening right now. They know what they want. This is what I want. They are not willing to give the person that can give them that what they want. That's what it comes down to.
I guess this nigga done cooking because he realized his shit is dog food. So what we gonna do instead? What we gonna do instead is continue to cook this Wagyu steak because this nigga getting burned. You know what I'm saying? We gotta teach him something, okay? All right. Now,
Yo, I done disproved y'all had to move the goalposts, you had to move the
nobody
ideology
moved. Hold
because
on,
I
wait a minute,
beat it up so
Sharon. The
bad.
only thing you proving is you're still a patriarchal chauvinist male who doesn't understand that the struggles of women and that they struggle more than you. I'm the only male on this panel who has truly said that women have more struggle, if not, have just as much, if not more, and everyone on this panel agrees with that. You're the person who continues to believe that women are weaker, and that's because you're a patriarchal piece of shit. But you want to know what? That's not my fault because they're going to continue to prove you wrong, buddy. You don't really think black women are God. You think black men are God and should take care of other gods. That's dumb. I think black women are total gods and goddesses, and I shouldn't take care of them because no God has ever asked me to do that for them. The
You
only
know
thing
what?
they've asked me to do
You are
is
absolutely with that, with what you just said just
let
now.
me finish. The only thing that gods have asked lower beings to do is to worship them, and they take care of the rest.
You know what? When you say it like that, you know what? You're right.
There we go. So black
Because,
women,
but that is
here's what
completely
black
different from
women,
what you said before. So
here's
I
what
do
you
believe that men are the stronger vessel,
and that's where you
and men
oh
have the
man, you
ability,
should
and
have
men
been
do
on
have
that
the
panel.
ability to take care of women. But the problem is, most of these men, they want to rest in their femininity and they want to be taken care of by the goddamn woman. That's why they are homosexuals. We talk about them all the time.
Wait. Are women capable of taking care of men?
For a short period of time, yes.
For a short period of time.
Yeah.
And well, what are you basing that on? Their desires or their capabilities?
Their capabilities.
What makes
because after a while, usually what happens if a woman is showing a man, she's teaching him and she's building him up. Eventually, that same person that built him up, he is going to build resentment for her.
Okay, if that's your belief about men, right, which I'll accept, right? If your belief about why do you have a belief that they should take care of women if those are the same type of men that you believe have resentment to women?
Well, because we need to build up some stronger mental men. The men they mind is too weak. And they're not understanding their natural position. So it's okay for the woman to give you a boost and help you out and bring you up out the mud. And then when you start running on your goddamn own, you shouldn't resent the goddamn woman. You should applaud her. But for some reason,
Wait. So you're saying the men that
no, women
get
did not
help,
do that for me.
the men that get help from their God is going to resent their God for helping them?
That's what happens very often, yes.
Why?
Because a lot of times those men, to be honest with you, they stupid.
So that's the explanation. They're stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are we expecting stupid people to do smart things?
Because they have the capability.
How? When they needed help. They've proven that they don't.
Because they have the ability. The problem is it get misplaced and it turns into resentment. The problem is a lot of men have the capabilities of being great men, but it get misplaced because they hang around a bunch of other stupid men, and then they start to yap it in their goddamn ear, and then that's when they start to slapping bitches and doing this to bitches and cheating on bitches and doing all these fucked up things to women.
Well, let me make sure I understand, Sharon. Are you saying women with jobs are masculine?
Women with jobs are masculine?
Yes.
No.
What makes them masculine?
Usually if they are in like a diamond role, correction officer type situation, police officer.
Type of job.
Yeah.
Okay. Do the type of jobs that pay the most, let's just say cybersecurity, I don't know, software engineering, I don't know, data analyst. Are those gender-based jobs? Or do you think that a woman can excel in that and a male could excel in that? It wouldn't really matter the gender.
I don't think it matters the gender.
So why don't more women do that? So that they can stay in their feminine, just become a data scientist, become a software engineer, become cybersecurity, so you can stay in your feminine. Since
I think
those jobs are not masculine.
I think that's starting to happen now. There's more women being understanding that they can make a good amount of money in this field, and it's going to catch up.
Okay, so when they do that, then the expectation is because they're going to live a soft life. They're not going to expect a lowly human male to make their life softer because they already have a soft job based off of the job that they have. Correct?
I would assume so. I hope so.
We'll see how that goes. So what? Again, my understanding is because they're so much better, right? And because they're gods amongst men, literally. I just don't understand why gods keep asking some lowly human beings and expecting better, right? I mean, every time I've read a story about a god or some god, they always seem to be forgiving and merciful, right? They show a lot of grace, a lot of mercy, a lot of especially when repentance comes in, right? When they're like, "Man, I'm sorry. I'm just a human being. I can't help it." Look, man. If y'all want to keep worshiping gods, I say let's do it, but don't half-ass shit. You want to be a god, and you want to continue to be called a god, then you're gonna get every single god-like ability and the fucking things that comes with it. I'm just a loathsome human being. Expect me to sin and fuck up because that's just what I do. I'm not a god. Okay? So if we gonna keep saying black women are God, then I expect godlike characteristics. You better be merciful. You better be gracious. You better be understanding and accept my apologies when I sin against thee, oh great and human God, or oh great and human God.
Nah, it doesn't really work that way, but I get
Why,
you.
wait. No. It don't work that way because men like you think they're the gods. And that's the problem. It's really you. You believe in patriarchy still, and that's your problem. You still believe in this olden male-driven society to where women are these weak, loathsome creatures that you gotta protect and save because you're a sorry ass nigga. But me, I'm the more evolved modern young man who understand women are gods and they don't need saving. You want to know why? Because they're better than men. So you keep down that path of arrogance, you patriarchal male, and I'm going to continue down the path of feminine understanding and treating women like the goddesses that they are. And when I sin and fuck up, y'all better forgive me because that's what God does.
Well, Sharon, let me ask you this: why do you think women? Why do you have such a high view on women compared to men?
What you mean?
So, for example, right, you say the men are the ones failing the women. You don't think the women are failing men?
No.
Okay, so why do you have that perspective?
Because I believe men have more tools in their tool bag to move the couple forward.
So the only reason that women are doing that you perceive them as being better or doing better is because they have less capabilities, so you have lower threshold for their judgment.
I don't think I have less threshold. I just understand where they coming from. I understand what's going on. I see it. I see what's going on. I see that men are just okay, whatever. They getting fat. They don't care about their schooling. They don't care about their education. They don't care about traveling. They don't care about none of these things.
Can I ask you this? When did they ever care about those things?
For a long time. There's a bunch of men that do care about those things. It was men at one point cared about their education. They did care about how they looked. They did care about how they dressed. Now they don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Men getting fat, brother. 58% of black women obese compared to 37% of black men. Last check, 2023. And
I don't know what that. What is that supposed to mean?
Well, you said men out here getting fat. No, we in better shape than them. They the ones getting fat.
You don't see that? You don't think it is a problem that you're comparing yourself to a woman?
No.
They're better.
You
I
just
want to
did
compare
that.
myself to the better being.
You just compared men to women when you were talking about. You talking about?
I don't compare. No, so this is the problem
Let me
that
finish my
y'all be
point, please.
missing.
Let me finish my point. I'm not comparing men to women.
I believe it too, but go
I'm
ahead.
just correcting you as you trying to insult about men out here getting fat. When it's the stats is don't say that.
I'm sorry, bro, but men
I'm
are getting
comparing
fat.
a human to a human, a fat human to one that's not fat. And 58%
All right, so
of women
compare
are fat.
man to a man, not a woman to a woman, because women across the board are always going to be heavier because or have more fat proportion because they are supposed to be soft. Women are not supposed to be muscular,
I didn't say
especially
muscle.
after.
I said obese, motherfucker. It's different.
All right, guys, calm down. So Sharon, the way you say compare a man to a man, I actually understand that. And I can agree with it. Let me ask you this: would you want to take care of a woman that's constantly attacking you?
No.
No. So let me ask you this: do you hear women compare themselves to other women, or do they say we doing better than men?
I hear it. Let me see. Ask the question again. Do I
Yes.
hear it?
Sure. Are you hearing women saying we're doing much better than these women? We're better than those women. We outdo those women. Or do you hear women say we making more money than these men? Or we better than these men? Which do you hear?
I hear it turns into that conversation all the times. Yeah. The women always go, eventually they will subside and say that they are doing better or at least around the same money conversation.
So why you got such a problem when I say women 58% fat and men 37%?
Because I do not believe men should be acting out of emotion. Men should not argue the way how women argue.
How is that?
So the reason
how is stating a basic stat acting out of emotion?
So like the fact
no, y'all going all over the place. Should you treat somebody how they treat you?
Got him.
No.
Okay, so women are saying that they want somebody to treat them how they treat. So they're wrong for saying that. They don't want nobody to treat them. They want to be treated differently.
Correct. You should treat people the way how you want to treat people, not because of how somebody else move.
Fair enough. Now, in my understanding is I almost never hear women talk about outdoing other women. All of their outdoing attacks are on men.
Facts.
I can't think of the last time I heard women say, we really outdoing these women. These women ain't even going to college like us. We better perform than them. It's normally an attack on men. It's almost never speaking about other women.
I disagree because most of the time women, they saying that, we understand, they want butts like mine, lips like mine. They doing this to their hair like ours. They doing this to like us. But then the men start to beat them up. And then now they are like how women normally do, because this is how women fight. So they are going to throw back shade and ad hominems to that man. But men are not supposed to fight women in that sense. But it's a lot of men acting like females, and then they trying to argue with women the way how women argue.
Arguing like women is?
Wait, how do you argue with women?
I do not argue with women. I tell them what's going on, and I explain to them. I have some understanding. I get them to understand where we are going to meet up at, and then they make a decision from there.
Got you. So because you're a man, you identify them as a woman. You treat them differently than you would treat a man, correct?
Correct.
Do you treat them better or worse than a man?
Neither.
Neither. What's the differences?
The difference with the man, the way how I would treat a man, I expect him to have a conversation with me without adding his emotions into it, and we're just gonna have the conversation about the conversation. I give a woman grace to have a little bit more emotions towards a conversation and interject when I'm talking. So, like, you know, when somebody's always interjecting when I'm talking, I understand what that is.
So is that not
Kinda
better?
like passive aggressiveness too. Passive aggressiveness is a female trait, and also, yeah, because that's very passive aggressive. But I'm overtly aggressive. I ain't passive. You's a bitch ass nigga. Overtly aggressive. You a simp ass, bitch ass, bird ass, hairline pushed back, weak ass, fat wife having bitch ass nigga. Overtly aggressive. I don't like you, bitch. Now what? You passive aggressive. I'm overtly aggressive, you whole ass bitch. How about that?
So yeah, so for some reason he think that's how men communicate, but no, that's exactly what a black woman would do.
Actually, no, that's how I talk to a bitch ass nigga, a bitch ass nigga.
I know that's what I know. That's how most women that are aggressive. This is how they act.
Fuck you and your fat ass, crack ass wife, nigga. I'm out.
Look, see, he can't even have a conversation. He gotta add all these other things that have nothing to do with the conversation. Yet I'm the one that's acting feminine. I'm pretty sure y'all see it, but y'all want to try to come at me and say I'm the one that's acting feminine, where this man is clearly he drank too much. He is off that wine, and the bitch assness came up out of him. And then he was watching my show earlier because we came up with the whole band shit today. But it is what it is.
I did not see that coming.
Nobody saw it coming, except for me, because everyone knows that human beings are sinners and black women are gods, and they are perfect. So I saw it coming. You who don't understand that are the ones who didn't see it coming. Now, for those who saw that, all the black goddesses and the women gods in the chat, you will forgive him because that's what gods do. Okay. So, like,
do that count? Did I make him rage quit, cheeky?
it's hard to, you can't really ask me that. I don't know. Me personally, I don't believe in rage quit.
He's not the red pill ranger.
Damn.
He's the red pill rage quitter. That's what he is. The red pill rage quitter.
That definitely does count as a rage quit.
Bro, but y'all just woke me up on my sleep. That's crazy.
All I'm saying is at the end of the day,
you boy.
Oh my God!
You know what happens though? I keep forgetting that Sharon and Red Pill don't really get along. I really keep forgetting that because I don't never really remember that something that seriously actually happened. But for some reason, every single chest. Oh man!
I really don't care for Sharon. I don't care.
I don't be recalling that, but like nothing really seriously happened. We ain't seen no ball of X or nothing like that. So nothing ain't. So I don't even be. It don't register in my mind. Like it might be some underlining this because the conversations don't be going that way. And then out of nowhere.
Yo, hey Aaron, my existence it boils people's blood. Because my real life, I'm talking about what I actually achieved. I'm not talking about some figmentation, imaginary lifestyle that these people be talking about. It ain't my fault. Like I was sitting here, it is what 12:30 at night. I was thirsty, I was parched. You know what my wife did? Got up out her bed and brought me some water.
Yeah, we love
that's
your
because you are a patriarchal male.
No.
You know what?
Sharon ain't shit though.
That tastes so good, Aaron. It tastes a little bit sweeter.
Sharon's a piece of shit.
Is it because it came from a woman that's not of your red? Because you're getting that give back, baby. Sharon think he's slick. I know why he did it. I did it for the same
Sharon,
reason.
what happened to him? What did you do that, man?
Look. Grit said Sharon be running through them troll credits.
I might have to. I had already titled my show, but it seems like I might have to change my title to Aaron O. Sharon Experience at the Aaron O. Show.
You see, Aaron, it's your fault.
I just be having conversations. I be chilling.
To be honest, I do not know what
it happened while I was up here too, though. So I feel like it just.
But to be honest, I do not know what I said to that man to make him feel that way. To be honest,
Yeah, no, I don't know what I be missing.
I don't know what happened, nigga. What don't you say?
Yeah,
no, because I didn't say nothing towards him at all.
Yeah, I think I missed.
I don't like your ass either. I'm waiting for the ample opportunity to cuss your ass up.
This nigga,
ample.
I'm waiting for the ample opportunity. It just ain't happened for me yet.
All right, let me get back to the video. It's a few more minutes left, like a couple minutes left.
I'll say this: there's no accountability really, because if you think about what you just said, and you said it several times, the black man is being pushed out of the house. Sometimes y'all leaving.
Well, that's part. That's
Stop acting, but hold on. Stop acting like it's
yeah.
just because y'all are being pushed out because of what's going on with the system.
Well, that had to go to
No. Sometimes you're walking on out on your family.
Right.
Okay. Sometimes it's true. Thank you. Sometimes
That's very true.
Sometimes, but I think accountability is the first step that we have to do, and that's on both sides, right? But we can't keep blaming what's going on outside of the home when you are the person that's supposed to be controlling the home, correct? Yeah. So let's not talk about what they're doing out there. What are you doing to change it in here?
Not controlling.
Also,
providing,
just being supportive. You know, just being supportive of that black woman. If she is exhausted, empathize with that.
I think what would lead to a lot of change and not just a lot of internet banter and fodder is, and I'm being so serious, what Melissa just said. And that's what needs to be pushed. Not us arguing and laughing and, oh, what you said? Black women are exhausted. I never heard that. Here's why black women are exhausted.
Yes.
Here's what, that right there. Because now, it goes back to what I said. Now we have a choice. We just heard this black woman and two black women flanking in a room full of black women say, So now we heard it. And now once it hits that internet, once it hits social media, now you have a choice. All right, man, am I going to argue this? That's what we typically do, right? We typically avoid accountability. Like, oh man, but what about the black men? No, we talking about the black woman.
Every time.
How do we provide? How do we make them safe? She's telling us how to do it. So now this need to be the clip that runs.
No, I'm not rocking with this.
Wait,
No, I'm not rocking with it. Let me ask you this, Sharon. It's just your honest opinion. They talk about black women. I normally just like to talk about women in general, but we can talk about black women. It's no problem. I got black family, tons of them. Let me ask you this: Do you think black women want to live on forums?
No,
they can't afford to live in New York City and get provided for. But I follow content all over America. Women in Idaho, Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota, places where there's a lot of land, a lot of cattle, and these women. They work at home on their farm, etc. Things like that. It's almost rare to see a black woman on a farm. I'm not saying they don't exist, but it's almost rare to see it.
Khalees.
My thoughts are very simple. I've already managed a bunch of thoughtful concepts. If women can live without Target on every corner, Walmart, and they might have to drive a little farther, go into town and this and that, they're going to have to do that if they want to be provided for. You're not about to be provided for in New York City, in San Francisco, in Oakland, California. You're not about to be provided for where you don't have to work. It's just not going to happen. And see, it's one thing for me to tell Sharon, look, as a man to man, I'm like, I just want to be fair. And I tie your shoestrings to like a pole or something and say, let's race. And when I start running, you get dusted. And I'm like, well, no, if you know that you can't, the odds, and it's very difficult and highly unlikely for you to be provided for in New York City, in my opinion, black women should be leaving in droves. Black women should be leaving the Bay Area in droves. They should be going to the cheapest places to live ever and say, hey, just give me a black man. We live wherever we got to move, wherever the cheapest place, because the burden is providing for a home. And I'm willing to live in any home that you can provide for. It's not in New York City. It's not in the Bay Area. Well, it's not there. So why won't they do that instead of just looking at a man that's in the most difficult places to be? Because most men kind of have to stay there because they know women ain't gonna follow them there. They're not really gonna go to these places. Let's just be honest. And then also, if you have a good woman, she can have the strategy. She can have the concept. You know what? I have a friend live out in Arkansas. I think we should move to Arkansas. I mean, I think you can provide pretty well just with a decent job there. You'd be okay. Why don't they do that? What are your reasons why they don't do that?
Well, for the first part, most people do not have the common sense to leave, right? Most people do not move 30 miles away from wherever they was raised at or grew up at, where they was born at. That's just most human beings. They tend to stay where they was born. That's number one. Number two, I think more women will be willing to do it if they could trust a man to provide this whole farm lifestyle. So the problem is, most people are not willing to live the city, right, for the hustle and bustle to go hustle and bustle on a goddamn farm and dealing with pigs and cows and shit. Because most of these men do not know how to farm. If I was to go to a goddamn farm right now, I'm pretty sure all my chickens would die. No matter, even though I'm into construction and everything, I don't know how to deal with no goddamn cow. If that cow has some goddamn pus inside his hoof, that cow gonna fucking die. Because I don't know how to deal with no goddamn cow's hoof. So it's just what it is. We city people, most of our Black cultured human beings, we live on the outskirts of the city, and we do not care to move into the inner country. We do not care for it. Men or women.
So all these women are so smart, all these degrees, all this stuff, but they can't think like that on their own.
It's not that they can't think; they just don't understand how they would survive out there.
There are people okay. If there are already people there surviving, what makes you think you couldn't do it?
Because they can't trust no white folks to teach them.
Are you saying white folks are the only people out there?
Job is to white folks.
Say that again.
Go ahead, Chief.
Say it again.
I don't know.
Sir, Aaron said most of these black people and these black women work for the white men. That's what Aaron said. But my problem is, you think only white people own farms?
What I'm saying is that, so like when somebody think about moving out into the country, it's a different kind of fear. Most of those people have guns, and most of the people do not think that those people that's in the country is going to show them how to run their farm properly.
That's not what I asked.
No, I'm just saying that's why most people are not going to move out to the farmland. Most people do not. Most people that's from the city is not even entertaining moving out to farmland.
Fair enough. Hold on, let me read this super chat. Real Pit Ranger says, Sharon, I apologize for speaking on your wife. Thank you for that, Red Pit Ranger. We appreciate that because Sharon's wife is dope. So she's real cool. And she ain't had nothing to do with this. Okay. So appreciate you acknowledge that. Says, oh, okay. But you're a weirdo. Okay. Okay. NAB.A.N. I strongly dislike you, ninja. Overtly aggressive, just for the record.
Can I say the beauty? Can I say that?
No, absolutely not. No.
Aaron, can I say that?
No, you cannot.
No. Look, I done had so many curse words on this show, man. I'm just done. I'm already beat down, I'm tired, got off work late.
You want to know why, Aaron? Because you don't got no black God to look after you like you should, you underling.
Who's the black God?
Oh, women, of course.
I'm calling Sharon's bluff. Sharon, name 10 vegetables right now. You got 10 seconds. 10.
I don't need to. Do you know what this is? I could just pull out vegetables. I got vegetables all around me at all.
You don't have a farm, so we know you don't know.
What is
you
this?
You don't live in the country. You don't have a farm. You're scared of it.
What kind of squash?
The one that's green.
Pumpkin squash. Oh man,
Sharon. So black people don't own farms. Black people don't live in the country.
Not in masses, like how what Aaron is saying that he would, which is a very logical thing for us as human beings we should do, because we can't really afford to live out here. We
So
should
you're
go buy.
saying black
We should
people
go. We should
don't
go
live
grind. We
in
should
the
go live
country?
at our mama house, grind for 2 to 3 years, build up some bank, go buy some land, build a house, and then live off the land. Is what she is saying, because that's the best way we can actually afford to take care of a family of 4, 5, 6. Because now we're living off the land. So as long as we learn how to farm it properly, we better not only eat off the land, we also be able to make money off the land as well, and not go work for somebody. However, that thought process that Aaron is talking about, you have to be of a certain kind of caliber human being. You got to be some type of a leader. You got to be willing to humble yourself, because you have to learn a new skill, a new trade. And most of these men are not willing to do that. So therefore, the women do not trust the man to go ahead and do that. So the woman is not following the man because the man is not willing to do it.
You sound fucking retarded. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so basically nothing gonna change in your opinion.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing's gonna change. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, not until unless we all get together and we go out to the country and we go all live 10 miles away from each other with a farm, and we go see each other once a week
Wait. That's
with our
already
beautiful
happening.
woman. And then we got Khalees out there, and we go hang out with Khalees because she's pretty. She got her own farm.
Omni, is that you, bro?
Yeah, it's me.
All right, bet.
I'm just amazed he doesn't think black people farm or live in the
That's
country.
not what I'm saying. Fucking nut.
No, wait, hold on. I just that's what I'm saying. Black people are in rural areas. They're already there. The problem is these city girls want to be thoughts in the city.
Not true.
Yeah.
So go ahead and get your thought ass out the city. Go find you a country black guy, or better yet, since you hate black men so much, go find your country white guy.
Sharon, as a New Yorker, what do you have? What is your primary commentary about people from the South?
They slow.
And why would you say that?
Wow, you gonna disrespect the South?
Because they don't speak proper English.
And why would you say that?
And because just like Red Pill Ranger, I'm pretty sure he's from the South. They have attitudes. Ain't no goddamn Southern hospitality. That's me being overtly aggressive.
It's because they're quote unquote country.
Wait, first of all, he not from the South. What are you talking about?
He act like it.
I don't know where Red Pill.
Nigga, you from New York. You can't talk about anybody acting anyway. Nigga, you fought 30 men at one time. I'm not trying to hear. Oh, they nice up there, huh? 30 men at one time. Talk about
Red Pill Ranger, he sounds and act like he's from
Bro, all right, look like we fighting.
He live in like a Carolina or something. Carolina or Virginia. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Go ahead.
You really a piece of shit.
Get your
I was going to say the number one commentary of anybody from the South is that they're quote unquote country. They don't know nothing because they ain't, you know what I'm saying, all nice and city like. You know what I mean? Y'all assume that we all, you know what I'm saying, down there with the swamp possums. Raising chickens.
Y'all eat alligators, y'all eat iguanas, alligators, squirrels.
Iguanas ain't even in the South. That's what I'm talking about. You got us with the alligator, but the iguana isn't even indigenous to the South. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all know nothing.
Y'all still eat them, and y'all say it tastes like fish.
Okay, all right, listen. Okay, I have a question.
Crawfish.
You got one more joke. You got one more joke.
I have a question for you, okay? Because I'm getting tired. Okay, do y'all want to end the stream, or do y'all want to go to the last video?
We can go to the last
video.
video.
Let's go ahead and end the stream, dog. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Get your rest. Time to end the stream.
Well, I got
no, you still got water left, Aaron. Go to the last video.
I got very little left.
Hey, you see how look, man.
I'm tired of getting beat up.
I know you.
Now you a victim. Now you a victim.
Come on,
yes,
man.
right. Here we go. CSI. Yep, I'm tired of it. I've been whooping your ass. I'm getting fatigued. I've been kicking your asses the whole night.
Like how you gonna get beat up and then say you getting fatigued from beating up?
Because I ain't say I lost the fight. I'm getting beat up.
You said I've been getting beat up.
Yeah, that didn't mean I lose the fight though. That's a difference.
And that's what's wrong with New Yorkers. Y'all don't know y'all don't understand anything. Y'all confused as hell. Y'all women act like men and y'all men act like women. So y'all figure
our
that
women
out.
are the most beautiful and soft women on planet Earth. What are you crazy?
What women are soft?
You been getting abused your whole life. You don't even know what soft is.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Those women are harder than you.
Sharon, you saying scar lip is a softie? That's what you saying?
Yes, absolutely. She is a baby. What are you crazy? You hear how she talks? Have you ever heard her speak? Like that's all for just the rap thing. But when you hear her talk,
Scarlett sound like a nigga selling crack in the 80s. What are you talking about?
How the hell
I'm gonna let
does a
Sharon
woman with a scarred lip
Sharon,
pop
do
up on
you
a radar?
want to go through this episode, Love Don't Judge, right? Because it's a new thing that I'm bringing to what we do here. Or do you want to end the stream? Are you done for the night?
I never heard of. See, now you got me. So you know how it is when you bring up something brand new to me. I'm kind of curious. I'm like a cat.
Most people not really talking about this. I found a little show, and I'm like, I'm gonna be reviewing some videos here. That's all. But it's up to you.
I'm tired. I'm gonna still do my show regardless. So yeah, let's just check. I want to see what it's about.
Here we go. All right. Sharon has requested Love Don't Judge. We had an episode
Love
last.
Don't Judge. Oh, you did? Love Don't
Yeah,
Judge.
it was-
I'm
it was
interested.
cool. This one will be quite interesting, I think. Quite interesting. Love does not judge. All right. Let us make the shift.
Alexander.
Oh,
He
shit.
listed 6.
Oh, hell no.
I don't really have a cap on girlfriends. Any more than 10 is challenging.
Alexander has been told he is a player.
I think a lot of people think that I'm just like some kind of like boy.
It gets harder with more than 4 people. It gets more challenging.
Today, he is introducing a new person to his roster.
The reason I have 7, of course, is well, if you join, you'll be Thursday.
Well, first of all, I just met you, so I am not part of the group of girlfriends.
Always looking for more. I live in Los Angeles, California. I actually grew up in quite a small town in the north of England, but I've been out here for about 4 or 5 years now. So I'm a producer. A lot of my time is spent making beats to send out to artists. So I'm just working on a beat right now before the girls come over shortly. I currently have sort of 6 girls that I would consider as like girlfriends. So I have Nia, Avery, V out in Florida, Bayani, and then there's Izzy. And there's like a couple more girls who are...
Now, Sharad, these women have no problem sharing this man. Now, I'm just asking, black men have been requesting to be shared for like, hey, yo, just share. And we've been getting denied for decades now. Why isn't they so okay with sharing it for this man?
Because I believe that he's a true leader. He's leading in money. He's leading in his field, and he's able to provide something that these women are looking for.
Wait, so is he the god in this situation?
We about to find out. We about to find out if he the god or not. Man, the tattoos is fire. I mean, like,
all right, you're ridiculous.
Women like what they like. Okay? The tattoos is fire. Don't hate.
I'm pretty close to, but you know, they're like a lot more private. Hello. I don't usually hang out with more than 3 girls at once. It gets harder with more than 4 people. It gets more challenging.
We just recently met, not too.
Now, I support it because look, she got her natural hair, so I support all the natural hair. We just had
absolutely
that. Natural hair, Avery, Nia, nice names. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So look, he's up front. He's what they looking for, and you know he do what he do.
Aaron.
Yes, sir.
I just noticed something. He has a gang of black Oreos.
Oreos.
Black on the outside.
Aaron knows what Oreos is.
I don't know nothing.
These bitches give off the Oreo vibe.
I'm not acknowledging nothing. I see
These
natural
bitches give
hair.
off the Oreo vibe.
Yo, don't put that on Oreos. Well, hold on. Let's wait before we start saying that.
Listen.
God damn it. Y'all not finna just push it on Oreos. I'm not letting it. No.
Yeah. So
put it on the regular ones or the nigga ones. But don't put on Oreos
like
just
natural
yet.
hair. Maybe they like in California because Sharon said they don't want to leave the big cities, so they'll do whatever they got to do to stay in LA. It makes sense.
Red Pill Ranger, is that facts, bro? He's saying in the chat that Avery is a porn star.
Only a married man would know that, huh? Shit.
Nigga, you married.
That was a
What
good
does
one.
that mean?
That was a good one. That was a good one, Sharon.
Man, I don't know.
Red Pill, you better fight back.
Wait, he
You better
married.
fight back,
That
Red
don't
Pill.
work. The joke don't work.
Damn, that's crazy.
Sharon, you knew that. You just didn't want to tell us.
I did not
Then
know.
how the-
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
so only a married man would know that, and your married ass probably knew it.
All I'm saying is that, hey, listen, if you used to ever go to this house, do not sit in that chair. That's all I'm saying.
I guess it's up and it's stuck now. God damn it.
It
Hey,
seems
bro.
like it, man.
Just wait till tomorrow. Wait till your stream starts.
Chicky, this would have never happened.
Don't continue this shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the stream. So we got Nia, Tamia, Avery. All right, look, this guy doing his thing. Okay.
No, I do not watch Corn. Hey, Aaron, you watch Corn?
No.
That's why I didn't know what Red Pill Ranger was talking about.
Right, because I think most men that has integrity, I don't think we watching it. But it is what it is.
Well, I mean, seen it and then watch it because I still got flashbacks of putting. That's in thinking.
Aaron, but you got to understand, he knows it to the fact when he's seen her face, he's like, "Oh, I know exactly who that is."
So, Sharon, you never watch Corn?
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Sharon, you never watch Corn?
I never watched it enough to where I could actually
All
recognize.
right, you have no integrity. You've watched Corn. You have no integrity.
You guys is wild tonight.
You have no integrity. You've watched.
You know what type of day I've had? Oh my gosh, man.
Can we get back to the Oreos?
I'm glad we brought you some light, and I'm glad you keep your integrity, my brother, because some people lotion stock. I'm about to go buy some. What's the lotion stock? What's the stock on Johnson and Johnson?
Nigga, don't nobody use no damn Johnson and Johnson. Well, you old, what?
What y'all use?
Niggas have moved on to Vaseline.
Yeah, I'm about to say Vaseline is the way to go. Especially if you keep it in a baby oil heater. You keep it in a baby oil heater where it's like nice and viscous. Right, that's the way to go.
Oh, this is Sharon's fault. Let's get back to the video. This is Sharon's fault.
Too long ago, Alex was getting a tattoo that day, and we kind of left him. Yeah, we were like, bye, and we went and hung out together. We went shopping.
Do you guys want to pick a jacket for me?
Yeah.
It wasn't really like a conscious decision for me to all of a sudden become polyamorous. I just kind of found that like traditional monogamy didn't really work with me and sort of like the way that I function as a human being.
That one's cute. I like that one. Come.
Having to reserve all of my love and affection for just one individual, it doesn't fit right with me. It doesn't feel right. I do like this one.
I was attracted to him physically first, but like as I got to know him, I got it.
So proud of you.
His little personality, it's adorable. He's so sweet.
7,000. His chain about like 8,000.
His tiny little minuscule personality.
You got that
Very,
bag,
like,
yeah.
confident and weird and out there. So, he's authentically himself, and that was hot. I don't wish he was monogamous. It just wouldn't make sense for him.
I definitely receive quite a lot of judgment. 90% of it is from men. Let me pull up a couple of comments here. You are a white man making money off of black culture. You are a guest here. Don't be taking our women and degrading them so you can make a fast dollar. I had one comment saying, strippers will do anything. Cats be acting like they're the man, but really be getting hustled. So they don't get it. They're probably never going to get it.
Is this making women look good or bad? What's your thoughts?
I think as long as everybody understand what they get into, I don't think it make either side look bad. You just chose your life, and you don't have to live by it. Whatever you catch from it, whatever you get from it, that's what you got.
But men weren't leaders. They were pieces of shit because they didn't know how to raise cattle or grow crops and stuff. They didn't have any leadership, but they can't do anything, right?
No,
right,
men are pieces of shit when they cannot
Right,
be honest with women and say, hey, I give you the option to know that, listen, I'm going to have about 6 women and they all going to be around. Y'all all going to be around each other. that is the piece of shit. He is not being a piece of shit because he letting them know, hey, this is what I could provide, and y'all gonna either be with it or you get the fuck on. So I could respect the man that's gonna be at least honest.
So you wouldn't mind your daughter in this situation?
If that's what she chose. You don't understand. So for me, I raise grown-ups.
I rest my case.
I don't raise goddamn children. So when she gets old and she's autonomous and she choose whatever the fuck she want to do with her life, that's her goddamn life. It ain't mine. What she do doesn't make me shit.
You raising grown-ups?
You goddamn right. I don't raise no damn children.
You definitely raise children to
Absolutely
be
not.
Okay. I would just concede. that sounds crazy.
It does, but that's the truth. That's what I'm raising. I'm raising them to be autonomous grown-ups. I'm not raising them to be children.
I got you. Listen, I'm gonna concede that. I'm gonna concede
That's the problem. A lot of these goddamn parents, they want to raise their children. They keep them always running back to mommy's titties. Leave mommy titties alone.
Listen, man. First of all, do you think other men should be in this business talking about don't be making money off of black culture? You think they should be in this business?
No, they can't say that. No.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. All right, let's get back to the video.
They'll say things to try and make it seem like it's fake or like I'm paying them or it's like, oh, he's like a sugar daddy, like all this nonsense, you know. I think for some men, sort of seeing the way that I live is kind of like quite a hit to their ego. They assume that I must be like not treating girls well if I'm seeing other people. It's like they can't understand that it can be both. I can see other people and I can also treat them like queens, you know.
Today, I'm going to be meeting with a new girl, possibly girlfriend number 7. We've spoken a lot over text, spoken on the phone a couple of times, but this will be the first time I'll meet her in person.
Hello, hello. You're so tiny.
Nice to What attracted me to Alex is like he's kind, he's very funny, he's sweet.
Do y'all think he got a type?
Oh, he definitely got a type, nigga. He definitely got a type. You know what his type is?
The
whoever he can get his hands on.
The ones that he can get his hands on, and weirdos. He like the weirdos.
Well, y'all gonna judge them? They ain't even did. They just talking.
I don't care. I'm calling him like it is.
Okay, let me ask the men of the panel because Red Pill Ranger did verify. He did the legwork. He did the research to verify.
He did the legwork.
He did the research to verify that Avery is a porn star. Do you men find it a boon? Do you find it a boost to your status as a man to be dating a porn star?
I never have. So I really do I don't know how to answer that. Like I would say no for me. Yes to some people. I'm a nobody, so I don't think it would matter to me if I pulled up. They'd be like, "Who's this?" Oh well. But if I'm
I mean, I guess like some people, if you could buy Vaseline to them, I guess you might as well do it in real life too. So I guess there's men out there since they watch it so much.
Let's say this. I'm gonna just say this.
They would be willing to do it in
person.
person.
Wait. This is something I've observed, right? And y'all tell me what y'all think. Why does it seem like the women that are so-called 304s are nicer than women that are not? Like they always seem like they're in a happier state of mind than the other women that got to go to work at a place that don't do the type of work that they do. I'm not saying that they don't have issues, but I'm saying if you pay attention to how they interact with people, they seem so much kinder, nicer. It's really interesting to me.
Well, I think it's just because
go ahead, Sharon.
I think it's because they are in a service industry, so they're used to just serving.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Their customer service skills are exceptional.
Yeah.
Because the best hoes don't even need to fuck you in order to extract your resources. I'll say it time and time again. The best hoes in the market don't even. We're not going to act like Kanye West did not pay that one girl an egregious amount of money just to hear him talk. There's a story of Kanye West paying a stripper like racks on racks on racks just because she made him feel like she was invested in his story. That is what hoes do.
I can't believe somebody actually would write that in the chat. I can't believe somebody would write that in the chat. That's crazy.
Write what in the chat? I'm missing it.
Oh my god.
All right, let's get back to the video.
Shit, red pill. What the fuck, bro?
Let me get back to the video, man.
And I like the fact that he was straightforward and honest, like right away. When he told me he had 6 girlfriends, it didn't really bother me. He was just looking for fun, and him having 6 girlfriends, as long as they're okay with him doing whatever he does, I don't really see the issue.
Trey. Everybody, this is Danny.
Hi.
This is Nia and Avery.
Nice to meet
Go
you,
take a
Danny.
seat.
So do you like consider him your boyfriend, or do you consider them your girlfriends?
There's definitely some girls that I see who I wouldn't consider girlfriends, but I'm pretty tight with these two.
I would consider my boyfriend. You consider him your boyfriend? Yeah. Question though, would you be upset if either like it's not a thing where they're not like able to have other dudes?
I mean, it's up to everybody to do whatever they want to do. But
Okay, there we go. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
But what's wrong with that? Don't that make the most?
Because it's not his, because they're never his. It's only his turn. It's only his turn.
Okay.
It's only his turn. That's not a relationship, because a relationship implies exclusivity on some degree.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, really?
It requires an agreement, not exclusivity.
What is the usual agreement?
Well, I ain't asked about the usual agreement. We live in crazy times. We live in crazy times.
This is true. This is true.
Clearly.
This is true. This is wild. So he said it doesn't matter. Are you checking their my chart every? Listen, man. This is
so because he said he don't care what they do when he not around them. You think that's problematic?
I think it's problematic on several levels. The main thing that I find problematic, fuck their relationship. If Girly is actually a porn star, she's running her bag into the ground. And the reason why I say that is, do prize fighters just take on random street fights? Do prize fighter, if she's fucking for free outside of the thing that she gets paid for, her people are going to be less inclined to spend money on her for her to perform on camera.
No, it don't seem like that. It works that way for some reason, because a lot of the married people, like whatever that new white dude, Adam something, like people still paying to see his wife get pounded out. There's plenty of porn stars that get married all the time and they still get pounded out. So people don't actually care about that.
Yeah. I'm saying when you work for when you work for one of the bigger porn companies, they're gonna pay you. What happened to old girl that was messing with that one basketball? What was her name? Mariah Mills.
Mariah.
I'm assuming that as long as it's not on film.
Mariah Mills. She started off as an IG model, then she went and dibble dabbed into the dirty, skinny stuff.
All right. I don't know what it is. We don't need to look her up. We don't.
Oh, I'm spinning.
Random.
All I'm just saying is there's a history of you doing the work that you claim to do for free. It doesn't look good on your resume that you've been doing this for free. Why should I pay you as your employer? Why should I pay you an egregious amount when you're giving it up for free elsewhere?
Because as long as you're not putting it on film, and it depends on the person that you're performing with. That's what I would assume.
No.
I don't know. I don't watch it, so you had to ask Red Pill Ranger about this.
Tell me
she's from the boot.
She do that kind of work. I'm staying far away. I'm cool. I'm not down with that stuff at all. I just don't trust people like that. There's something about it is like that money that you wanted to get. I just don't trust you. Just be honest with you. I can't. So I just stay away from it. It ain't worth the hassle.
And back to the relationship aspect, he doesn't understand the perspective of if she has other men involved, that's an easy way for him to become a lick to the other men that she's involved with. Because most men lose it all through the woman. Most men get robbed because that woman is dealing with another man. That man sets up the other man, and yeah. I'll forever go back to the song Mona Lisa by Lil Wayne. It's a masterpiece.
You know, I think these women have a type. Like, it's funny, we was talking about Oreos for the women. I don't know if they could be Oreos. I don't know. We'll come back to that. GBG Grid says, white men take W, unfortunately. I know he got some Team Jordans on her Vans. I didn't see that. Show me a black man who isn't Wiz Khalifa that got 7 at once with some chunks. Dang. The Black Hugh Hefner. Is there one? I'm making that up, but I'll just throw that out there. No?
Maybe Pimpin' Ken, maybe like a real pimp.
Yeah, we got some in the bay. Okay, yeah, he's right. I don't know these people. So I
whoever made that magazine, what was that magazine when it had all those big booty black bitches in it? What's the name of it?
I didn't watch it. Well, I didn't look at it. Is there a popular magazine like? It's probably just a
Lowrider, King magazine.
King, yes, King.
King magazine. Okay,
King.
I've heard of King.
So whoever's running that, hopefully he's black. Hopefully, I have no idea. Is he? Granville?
He about to look it up.
You know, black men aren't leaders, like you said, Sherrod.
All right, we back to the video. Back to
put any expectations on anybody to do anything.
Mhm.
You know, like people just kind of choose their own level of engagement, level of involvement, and then we just all kind of adjust and navigate around that.
So do you guys ever feel jealous when like you see him being affectionate to another girl, or like, do you ever feel a type of way at all?
For me, I kind of view all of his relationships just as like their own separate entities. So like whatever's happening there, like not my circus, not my monkeys. But it doesn't mean that jealousy doesn't happen.
Sometimes it's like what comes out is beautiful, and the girls just absolutely love each other, and they become like really close and become.
So long term, what would be like your goal? You're an old man, you're like 80. What does that look like?
I have to give this woman credit. She at least got some real questions, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
She does.
It's some substance behind her, at least. I don't know her, but I think her name is Danny. But at least she asked some questions that the other two chicks ain't had. They just sitting there like, this girl has legitimate questions. She's really trying to figure something out. Got to give her some credit.
I agree. I'm surprised.
Hey, listen. Hey, I bet you some people in the chat writing down them questions like, "Put the ass guys on a date."
So every girl with a burgundy wig is not dumb.
That might be Flaming Hot Cheetos. No, okay, I don't know. Damn. All right, back to the video.
Like you're 80, are you with like the however many girls? Or are you like
I'm going full Hefner.
yeah, like
Honestly, I can't really predict that far ahead. When it comes to relationships, I just like things to be like organic and be about chemistry.
Which I appreciate about you a lot, actually.
The reason I have 7, of course, is if you join, you'll be Thursday.
Well, first of all, I just met you, so I am not part of the group of girlfriends.
We got standards. Shout out to the redhead. Excuse me, we just met. I got standards.
She says that, but she gonna fall in line.
Hey, it is what it is. He got standards.
So Eli's about to come over. He's gonna talk to you guys a little bit about how he feels about my obnoxious white boy lifestyle. Hey, let's go.
Hey, squad. He fits the prototypical type of guy. Like, what is we doing?
This man Post Malone.
Man.
This man Post Malone.
Yo, this is wild.
He riff-raff, tiptoeing in his Jordans.
Wow, this is hilarious. I'm sorry.
It's just perplexing to me how you have the time to do it all. Are you just like a machine?
These are reasonable concerns. I suppose my baseline level, I'm quite sort of high performing, Even when I feel like I'm slacking off, I'm doing more than kind of most people do in a day. I'm kind of quite good at juggling all the tasks and all the women, I suppose.
So do you sleep at all?
I think a lot of people just think that because I see multiple girls, they just think that I'm just like some kind of like boy. I think people don't understand that, you know, actually I'm quite affectionate and quite warm. I really have like real meaningful.
I don't trust no man that says he's affectionate and quite warm. Pause.
At all.
Yeah, I just can't.
At all. That lets me know that you base your thinking around emotion instead of logic as a man, which means you're the most dangerous person to have around me.
That was wild crazy. Even with the fake jewelry on, that was wild crazy.
But nowadays, most women are trying to find
You know those jewels is fake. Stop acting like you don't know.
No, they are.
You
But
saw got them hung up like an accessory place. Oh man. And this is what I mean. Like, women don't care if it's real or not. Like, they can't tell the difference. She put it on like, oh my God. Yo. Okay, we got 30 more
relationships with people. It's not like I'm just running around just like throwing my around for the sake of it.
Honestly, seeing it from the outside looking in, you make it seem so easy and it looks doable, you know? But for me personally, I live vicariously through you.
Happy to be of service.
Mm-hmm.
Next year or so, just going to really focus on this career stuff, continue to nurture relationships with people that I feel chemistry with, and just keep doing my thing as a wild boy.
Check him out, my guy. Salute to you, brother. Do your thing. We don't judge over here, my guy. We don't judge.
Wow. Damn. And then they got men in these places that can't get one.
the main reason that most dudes can't get a chick is because they never shoot their shot. Let's be honest. They don't have the confidence to even approach a woman.
So thank you. So that means it's the men. The men are the problem.
Yeah, that's why I always say the men are the problem.
The men are the goddamn problem. I don't know why they be trying to fight me so hard. I be just trying to let them know they gotta change their ideology. They gotta change their remedial rhetoric if they want a solid, decent human being as a partner. It's as simple as that.
But these aren't top tier women. Let's not act like these are top tier women.
And let's not act like we be talking to top tier men.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Very fair. Very fair. But I wouldn't wish these women on bottom tier, man, because what the fuck?
Really like a.
Are you trying to stun on my boy?
I can't tell what type of shoes those is, Grizz. I'm sorry. I can't tell. I have no idea what type of kicks those is, bro, but let the brother do his thing. Hey, but look, one thing for me, I ain't gonna be wearing them. I am not gonna be wearing them. And in the great words of the great Cheeky Back,
I hear the logic. I just cannot accept it.
thank you guys for tuning in to the Aaron O Show. I appreciate you guys. We're going to get up out of here. And just know, whether you got one girlfriend, two girlfriends, 3 or 4, nothing's better than 7 for the score, okay? Shout out to y'all. I'll see y'all on the next show. Until next